Hey, have you guys ever heard of Patreon?
I think I have.
Yeah, I think it's like a royal guard.
It's that maybe, but also it's a website where podcasters and other creators can get people to give them money for making their product.
You mean we
on.
can get paid for this?
Kind of. For a mere $3 a month, you, loyal listener, can feed or get drunk a starving podcaster.
I feel like we need some like Sarah McLachlan behind this kind of. I will remember you.
I almost did with arms wide open. I was like, that's not the song.
That's how you get people to not give you money.
So check it out. Patreon.com/worstpeople. That's WORSE. $3 a month. You get access to exclusive episodes. Find us, love us, support us. Thank you. Welcome back. I'm Derek.
I'm Whitney.
I'm a hunter, a really good hunter.
And this is Bad Movies.
Worst People.
Oh God, unexpected.
That is the first rule of hunting, Jack.
First rule of hunting, man.
This is Jack, by the way. He is a hunter, but
Well,
not
I'm a
a
hunter.
Not a really good hunter.
I'm more like Hunter S. Thompson than I am an actual hunter. What'd you go and catch today? I caught a buzz. A mean one.
So what is the name of the movie we're doing today?
This week we are covering a movie from 1995 called Deadly Run.
Deadly Run.
This was requested.
Oh, this was the name of my bathroom movie.
This was requested by a loyal listener who sent us an email, a full email with like a reason why and everything.
So we have her to blame or thank,
Yeah, I'll go
depending
with
how
the
this
first one.
goes.
But it's from a loyal listener whose name is Heather.
Thank you, Heather.
And she writes,
How do you spell that?
I choked on breathing. Hold on.
Is it a capital?
All that pure oxygen.
Is that hyphenated?
Is that a possessive?
I'm going to attack him with my
I didn't know you were Jewish.
Don't
Hang on. Same thing.
Is it? Cling on me.
When you're all gone.
Heather writes, hey guys, can you please watch Deadly Run? It was made in 1995 under the consult of an actual murderer. His defense attorney was a producer, if you can believe it. I really want to see it, but I'm pretty sure it's awful. Can you please take a look and let me know if it's worth my time? You're great. Thanks in advance, Heather. P.S. Hi, Whitney. Love your voice.
Aww. Hi, Heather. I love your face.
So we are the guinea pigs here.
Yes, we
Yeah,
were.
See
this
if
isn't
this
like,
movie
hey,
is
you should
worth-
watch this movie. It sucks. This is like, can you
Should
let
I
me
watch
know if
this movie?
sucks?
Should
That's-
I watch this movie?
That's pretty fantastic, actually. I kind of like how she did that.
I don't mind being used.
I
So.
don't.
Well, you know, it's a fair question because this movie is not available anywhere to stream or anything. You can't, like, I bought it on eBay on a factory sealed DVD, if you can believe it. So
That's
this has been
surprising.
factory sealed for, I don't know, longer than our roommate's been alive.
Well, longer than your daughter.
Yeah. Well, roommate's older than our daughter.
Yeah. Well, yeah, duh. I just wanted to compile that list down.
Like in 1995. This is not. So it took me a minute to find the behind the scenes information about whether this was based on his killings and he was like a consultant
Do you want to like do a quick rundown before you read this?
of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just a quick. So we got rich fucking guy that likes to take excursions out of town under the guise of doing business, finds floozies, prostitutes, strippers,
Girls
takes
in the
them-
bar.
girls in bars, very few, but takes them to a remote location and then
In his
kinda,
plane.
In his plane, he
Sorry.
flies, and then he hunts them, and that's pretty much the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, I would not get on a plane from somebody I met at a bar.
No, fucking not never.
Yeah. Unless it was Harrison Ford,
Even then.
I would.
All right.
I mean, he only
We all
crashed.
got to go
He only
sometime.
crashed a plane into a bunch of houses once.
Yeah. Well, how many helicopter crashes?
0 that I know of.
Not true.
I didn't
Oh,
say
really?
I'd get in a
Was it a
Yeah.
helicopter he crashed, not a plane?
That might have been.
You know what? Howard Hughes crashed a plane into some houses. Harrison Ford crashed a helicopter.
Yeah, but
Howard Hughes, Harrison Ford, easily confused.
He can Harrison afford it. We'll be right back.
But I found an article that actually gave more, because I kept finding information about the guy. Obviously, he's a serial killer.
What was the name?
His name is Gary Michael Hilton. He was known as the National Parks Killer because the bodies kept being found in national parks.
Yeah.
And the people who come up with these things are very creative. So, okay, I found an article on Dread Central, which talks about horror movies and stuff. So they had a little bit more background information other than the actual killings. So he was convicted of 4 killings between like 2008 and 2009. And he's suspected in like a dozen others.
But wait, he wasn't convicted till 08 or 09?
No, so that's why I was confused. I was like, so this can't be based on his story.
Because this is 95.
Unless did the trial go 12 years, whatever? No, I've got some great information for you.
All right.
This week's episode of Bad Movies, Worst
Hit me,
People, by the
Daddy.
way, is partially Bad Movies, Worst People and partially True Crime, Worst People.
Fuck
Gotcha.
yeah.
We're doing a true crime podcast this week.
It's called Crime and Reason.
So their article, I'll skip their intro, but the true story goes like this. Attorney turned movie producer Samuel Riel wanted to make a film about a serial killer in 1995. So he turned to a former legal client, smart move, Gary Michael Hilton, who at the time was living in a storage space in Atlanta.
Hot.
Okay.
All too eager to help out, Hilton thought it would be a good idea to, quote, let some beautiful women out in the woods and then they could be hunted down like prey. Nothing creepy about that.
Not at all.
While Hilton never received credit in the film, he was involved as a consultant. He found one of the film's prime shooting locations, a cabin in the mountains of North Georgia,
He just happened to find it?
near the town of Cleveland, Georgia,
Uh-huh.
and picked a cast and other movie workers. Rael thought of Hilton as extremely creative. Quote, I saw him as a really interesting guy with a screw loose. I knew that too. Fast forward to 13 years later, Rael was shocked when Hilton confessed to the murder of 24-year-old Meredith Emerson. Her mutilated body was discovered in the woods 30 miles southwest of the film's shooting location.
Wow.
Turns out Emerson had been held captive for 3 days before Hilton cut her head off.
Dang.
Oh my God.
Better yet, investigators believed Hilton might be a serial killer, linking him as a prime suspect to the killings of a Florida woman and a North Carolina couple. In all 3 cases, the bodies were dumped in the woods.
So this is his cry out.
Yeah, this is I want to get caught.
So as far
Somebody
back
help.
as 1995, he knew where this cabin was, which means he might have already been killing people.
Yeah.
And you said convicted of 4, but suspected of a lot more.
Yeah. There's a quote from the producer here, Rael. To me, it's almost word for word. That's what's really scary about it. He was a criminal, and he'd be the first to admit it. He might have been a sociopath, but he was a happy one and an animated one. Aren't most of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Ted
got to fake
Bundy.
it to make it.
I just got this script about a killer clown from this new guy, Gacy. You won't believe it. It is so troubling.
You read It by John Wayne Gacy? And then the quote goes on to say, so he said he was a sociopath, one who, quite frankly, I never would have thought in a million years, ... Well, he had criminal instincts, but he was not a violent person. I was wrong about that.
It's because he's not a woman. You'll see his
There
violence.
you go. Yeah.
I mean, if this anything dialogue wise is taken from his life, he doesn't like sassy broads.
Not
No.
at all.
You stupid bitch is yelled no less than 4 times.
Uh-huh.
Probably more than that.
Oh, definitely more than that.
But so that's the background on this. So this guy was a serial killer, and it is based on his killings, kind of, but not
No
when
one
people
knew.
knew about them.
No one knew but him that it was based on killings.
Yeah.
That is wild.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Either that or these were just thoughts he was having already.
So
and
I'm
then
glad-
they put it on paper, and he's like, that didn't do it for me. Like when they made a movie, he's like, not good enough.
I'm glad that you said that now to us, like, because we watched the movie before you read that, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, we're hearing it for the first time now.
But if I'm going to recommend this to somebody, I'm going to recommend them to read that first.
Okay.
You know, like we went in blind, and I like that Derek saved it. But if we recommend it, I think it'd be just like to watch it to see this level of just strangeness
Yeah.
on film.
Yeah, because it's a crazy story.
That's definitely a crazy story.
So yes, this movie came out in 1995. According to the sources I could find and the box, it's not rated, but on the article it said it was rated R for nudity and violent situations.
Uh-huh.
Because there is one scene of nudity. So
Yeah, good one, too.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
2 directors, which is always a good sign. The first one being a guy named Mark Bender, who the only other thing I could find that he directed, maybe there was 2 things, but this is the one that sounded interesting. Either way. No, he directed some like crappy TV shows and stuff, like something called Dinotopia.
Thought you were gonna say Renegade for a second. I was gonna jump across this table and fight you.
But the movie he directed was called Afterburn: The Limits of Thermal Traveling, a bipolar love story.
Which, keep that in your head. 'Cause
Yeah, keep that in mind because there's more about that to come.
That sounds familiar.
I
to
had
me.
more fun researching the things in this movie than this movie.
Agreed.
I went down a rabbit hole.
There's the other director who's only credited for additional segments is a guy named Donald Farmer, who is a
Coming from a long line of farming.
like italicized hard quote well-known like bad movie director.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote his own description.
But
He's got a huge penis.
two of his most recent movies, to give you an idea, are Catnado and Debbie Does Demons.
All right.
I'm watching that.
Debbie Does Demons came out last year and Catnado was like 2022 or something. So he's still making shit.
Yeah.
Now his
He's still making shit.
his highest rated movie was Bigfoot Exorcist,
Okay.
which had like a 6.5 on IMDb, and I looked it up on Letterboxd, and it had one review that was 3 stars, which still makes it one of his highest. His lowest rated movie, which I feel like I've seen this poster, and you guys will know why, was a movie called Shark Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
So I think Steve may have done that one, or
Okay.
maybe I found it when I was looking for something to do with him. I'm not
I
sure.
think he has a poster of it in his room when when we were doing the FaceTime thing.
If you watch that movie and the line, "Forgive me, Father, because I have finned," doesn't come up, it's a failure.
It's true. You want to base a whole movie on that?
Yeah, I'm writing a movie based on that pun. I'm working backwards and forwards from there.
There you go.
Not one action set piece, one pun.
Yep. I don't even have an actor in mind. Well, Nicolas Cage. If it's
Yeah.
gonna give me crazy shark face, it's gonna be Cage.
So the
Shark Cage.
Can't cage the cage.
Oh yeah.
the Gary Michael Hilton is credited on IMDb, not in the movie credits, under writing, but it just says original concept. But his IMDb photo is his mugshot.
That is correct.
I believe they call that a manifesto, Derek.
So this movie stars a guy named Danny Fenley.
Ooh, you're throwing stars around. I mean, here's how you know it's going to be a good one. 2 people in this entire movie have IMDb
It's
photos.
3,
I only got 2 on mine.
if you include Gary Michael.
Oh, sorry,
Hilton.
acting-wise.
Oh, okay. And the producer had a picture. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
I had nobody
went
else.
just down the actors. I was like, well, that's going to be a good one.
And one of the actors was like a random stripper or a waitress or something. She wasn't even like, but she ended up being in a bunch of one episode things. She was in one episode of Vampire Diaries.
Oh, I might know who her.
Might know who her.
I know who her.
We've been watching this movie that takes place in Georgia. None of us can talk now, y'all.
Dude, the Southern lawyer is in this movie a whole
Ooh.
bunch.
But Danny,
But they were. It was a detective.
Yeah, well, that's how he got up to. He went from there to district attorney, and then from there to lawyer,
Ooh.
and then from
well,
there to
it's
judge,
lawyer,
think-
then district
and then
attorney.
backwards. No, this guy's all over the place.
Oh, okay.
A bit of nepotism in the family is never a bad thing.
Well, it is Georgia.
Georgia.
yeah, he'll eventually be a judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he'll be on the Supreme Court, and it'll be up to him whether or not Roe v. Wade gets overturned.
And it was.
Oh, weird.
Huh.
So this guy, Danny Fenley, is the only one here who's like an actor, quote, because he had quite a few credits. Not a lot, but more than everybody else. But the 2 I wrote down are movies that he co-starred in. His name is on the poster, so it's not like he had a bit part and they came up. He co-starred in these movies with Joe Estevez.
Who is Joe Estevez for people that don't
Joe
know?
Estevez is Martin Sheen's brother.
Mhm.
Oh.
So even those brothers can't pick a last name.
Mhm.
Well, that's why. Yeah.
I know Martin Sheen did it because Estevez sounded too ethnic and he wanted to get famous. I don't think that's his reasoning, but that's his reasoning.
That's his reasoning. He's never said it, but come on.
yeah.
Come on.
And Emilio was like, "Fuck you,
Come on.
Dad."
Maybe.
But Charlie was like, "Wait, you're already well known. Got it."
So I can act.
Speaking of a bit on,
I can work
nepotism.
less if I have your last name.
I get more
Got it.
cocaine?
Oh, all the cocaine.
Loved you in Wall Street. But the 2 movies he was in with him, one's called Buy, Sell, Kill, a flea market story.
Ooh.
And the other one is called Demolition Highway. And it has a poster.
I was hoping for a little comma on that one too.
No, just Demolition Highway, but it has a poster that screams Derek's going to watch this movie.
Okay, so I guess it's going to be on this.
Sometimes you can tell by a poster. Sometimes you get fooled.
Oh, no.
'Cause-
I know it's going to be worse than most of the stuff I have on my shelves. Probably all of it. But it's a guy, I think it's him. It's a very blurry picture, so it's hard to tell. But I think it's Danny Fenley standing on a highway with like a giant gun and then like faces of other people in the background. And I'm just like, all right,
Can you describe what Danny Finley looks like, please?
He kind of looks like a Temu version of Joe Piscopo mixed with Jeffrey Donovan from Burn Notice.
Yeah.
And
sprinkled
then, like,
with some
Gary Shandling.
Gary
right?
Shandling.
Yeah,
Not Larry Shandling.
No,
Shandling.
Gary.
Rest in pictures.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, rest in pictures.
Rest in pictures.
he is not an attractive man. He's supposed to be.
Yeah, he's supposed to be just irresistible to women.
Yeah.
But he's got the mouth of Jeffrey Donovan. For anybody who's watched Burn Notice, it's
Or
the teeth
Blair
and the
Witch 2, some Sicario. It's in
mouth.
Sicario.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen him in a couple things. Could not tell you what it's in.
Yeah, I like that actor a
The
lot.
teeth
I
are
did.
like if someone took
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins' teeth and like shrunk them a little bit.
Well, Donovan is just a wish version of Goggins, even though he came out first.
Everybody wishes they were Goggins.
Exactly. Like, oh man, you see that young up and coming actor? I wish I looked like him.
Yeah.
Well, we all do, buddy.
I wish
love
I looked like a
Goggins.
deranged redneck.
Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers.
Fallout comes out soon.
Oh, we'll be watching that with great interest.
The movie starts with really grainy footage, and I was scared at first because this is a blind buy DVD, and the screenshots on the back don't look good, and the movie doesn't look great.
I was mad at Heather right here.
Yeah, it started with this really, really blurry, grainy footage, and I was like, "Yo, if this is what this movie looks like."
But you called it right away. You're like, this better or has to be flashback footage.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like the creepy early serial killer movie stuff, right? So it's presumably him as a kid in like a race, and a fat kid pushes him into the mud, and then he gives him like a dirty look, and you're like, I guess that's enough to turn you into a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yep. Because then it cuts to like him accepting an award present day, and just keeps going back and forth,
It's like a dream. I don't know if it was real. It's an Oscar that he's accepted.
Oh, I think it's real because it's a little blonde girl that's the flashback is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
The little blonde girl who like walks away in shame once he gets pushed in the mud. Hence why he goes after blonde girls usually and hates women.
Okay.
He was
Good
very
connection.
youngly spurned.
Okay. I thought you were talking about when it cuts to him accepting an award in what might be a dream. Because it's just a black background.
I think so, because then he goes to. I think that's just cheap set dressing.
Yeah.
Because then
Well,
he
he's
goes
definitely
to his
holding an Oscar.
He was voted the best real estate agent
land developer
in Georgia. So
he
he
says
was
later, like Atlanta's #1 businessman or something like that.
and he's got multiple awards. They say
Yeah.
something like about getting another one, but he'd have to sell his car, and he ain't selling his fucking car.
Which one?
The Corvette.
That's okay. He can sell that. I'll take the Jeep.
Yeah, I don't want that Corvette.
And then there's like a little scene of like some office something, and then he goes home. It's really weird because like he's at the office. They're talking about office jargon.
He's packing a bag with
Not yet. He goes home first, talks to his wife. That's when
that's right.
the little kid is pointing a gun at his sister.
That's right.
This is the least amount of chemistry you're gonna see in a marriage. Like it is
forced
rough.
chemistry.
It's forced chemistry, but like it is just rough, dude.
And
they
this-
are talking to each other like it's pulling teeth, listening to the other person.
This
probably was.
wife is a person. They're all
Yes.
people, but she's like a somewhat famous person.
Okay,
Yes.
so trying to figure out what this accent was because it's not Southern.
She's trying to do like a British / waspy thing, but you can hear another one in there.
So I looked her up, and it's Sheila Hind, and she is a lead singer of a band called the Rezillos, which was a band, like a pop punk band from 76 to 78, and then came back in the early 2000s. She actually has another name. It's like Fife, like in the band.
Oh, okay.
It goes like something Fife. And yeah, dude,
Fife
like
Dog.
they are. It's Fife Dog. That's exactly it.
It's Lil Fife.
But they are the Countess of Fife is one of the things she goes by. And they are just like, I text a good friend of ours that is a punk rock aficionado, and I was like, you know this band? He's like, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah.
And she's like the Temu version of Isabella Rossellini.
Yes, she
Hands
is.
down. So what movie did he say earlier we said keep in mind was
Afterburn, et cetera, et cetera.
Afterburn, the bipolar story. The only other thing that this chick has worked on, she did the music for that movie.
For Afterburn?
Yep.
Shut up.
Yeah,
And
which was the same year as
Both
this.
filmed 95. So one of these jobs led to the
Oh.
other.
Okay.
You know, maybe you did the music and was like, dude, we're filming just down the road and we just need a woman to be waspy.
We need you to waspy up.
Yeah. Can you do British instead of Scottish? No problem. I've got it. Listen to that. I'm from England, you know. Oh, boiled meats and salted
I'm
plates.
from England. Crumpets. I
Crumpets
can't
and
do
tea and
Scottish.
shite.
Hold on. Get out of my swamp.
Just channel what you would call Russell Crowe.
I was hearing.
Are you not entertained?
So Tom Ellis, who played Lucifer on the show Lucifer, he is actually a dialect specialist.
Okay.
So especially a European, and he can hit every single fucking dialect, and just the inflection on Scottish is down here, but in Ireland you're a little floaty up here.
So if he wasn't an actor, he would just be a fucking comedian that could do really good
Or a con man.
impersonations, or a con man.
He'd be.
I love
Catch
him.
Me If You Can might be about him.
Yeah.
I
It's mostly a
absolutely
false
love him
movie,
now.
though.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's come out like that stuff barely happened.
Well, in those kind of
Barely.
stories, it's
Barely.
like
Barely.
based on a true story, but we don't know anything. We know the crimes he committed, so we'll weave those in.
That's why I liked the Next Goal Wins. It's like a completely true story with a bunch of embellishments.
Yeah,
Gets it right out of the way. Like, just so you know, I'm telling a story.
yeah.
It's
This is a
gonna
movie,
be funny.
folks. But yeah, there's two kids and the little boy points a gun at his sister, which I'm really hoping is fake, but it looks like a real.
I mean, this is a BB gun. This
Yes,
is
it
a
is.
fucking like Red Ryder BB gun.
and it's like point blank. He's like, "Shut up!" So we see that the son is getting it from dad.
His
Yeah.
name is Bobby Jr. Also, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Did we say this guy's name is Bobby? His name is Bobby.
His name's Bobby. And why wouldn't he have a little fucking miniature version for narcissists like him?
Picking on his little sister.
Yeah, absolutely. You treat that blonde bitch bad.
Yep.
But this is the weird part. So he's at the office. It cuts to that with his family. And then, like, they're talking and having, like, a romantic moment, kind of. And then just
Kinda.
hard cut to him back at the office, but packing a bag to leave.
A murder bag. A magic murder bag.
Yes, he's putting in his gun and his knife and
And a
hand
taser.
Taser.
Oh, his taser. That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
The taser.
And this blonde secretary pops in. It's like, one of these days when I'm, not scared of flying, not him. When I'm not scared of flying, I'm going to take one of those airplane trips to do. And he looks like, I can't wait to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are,
But
not only are
she-
you blonde, you are the worst secretary I've ever had.
But she's thinking like, oh, I'm gonna suck that dick.
Yeah, she wants that doctor money. Well, it's not, sorry, he pretends to be a doctor.
Right.
She wants that land developer money.
Yeah.
So I feel like all this money came from the wife.
I think so too. She's the one.
Because at one point when he's cutting, like digging the soil up, the wife was next to him, like getting interviewed. Like the news was there. Like, it's all thanks to my wife kind of thing. So
Yeah. Well, and also the comment she makes at dinner.
Yeah, when they're having dinner and she's
used
like,
the fish
you
knife."
used
Oh,
the fish
yeah.
knife to cut the butter again.
fish knife. How much fish are you eating? You need a knife for it, like specifically.
Well, they have the 3-tier plates also.
Ugh.
The plate.
Don't get-
with
of course
another
you'd be
plate,
on their side.
And then
There's
a
like
bowl.
well, then
no,
there's like,
I'm
and you have like a bowl on a saucer, which I know is a thing, but fuck that. That's
Yeah.
And so you
just
don't
put a
ruin the
bowl on the damn
tablecloth.
table.
You can wash a tablecloth.
Yeah.
These people have slaves.
Yeah, but
I know
then
it's
they get
1995.
I
but-
was thinking about
They
that
are
later
on the
on when he's
plantation.
having dinner with another character, and he had so many bowls and plates out because his wife was out of town or whatever, and he had the girl over, and I was like, is he doing all these dishes, or is she
Fuck
gonna come
no.
home and be like, why are there 500 dishes in the sink? Because we never see a housekeeper.
And he says he prepared the meal. Bullshit.
Yeah, they
Well,
live
we
in
walk through the kitchen.
By the way, they
Yeah.
live in a plantation,
Yep.
100%.
which I mean it's in Georgia, so it makes sense. But like big white house with big round columns on it.
Yeah. Confederate flags in every state house that there is here.
Even
He's going to he's going to the bar. He's not to the plane yet. He's driving to the bar, and there's a point where he stops to take a piss or play with his taser.
change his clothes.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Well, come on. You can change your clothes and not play with your taser dick?
Oh, exactly.
And he comes out of the bathroom, and the gas station attendant.
Cleanest gas station attendant I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's like,
Dude,
hey, you're
wearing,
supposed
like,
to
white
buy.
pants.
And he's like using a towel to wipe off his hands as if he was working on a car, but his just perfectly clean clothes. He's like, you're supposed to buy something to use the facility, and the guy just flips him off. He's like, buy this.
Buy this.
You're like, oh man, he's not a nice guy.
And for a quick second, I was like, wait, is there another serial killer movie? Like, is this guy going to follow him and
Right?
kill him?
I kind of hoped.
I kind of hope.
Well, see, that guy ends up becoming the harbinger. Like you've both seen Cabin in the Woods, right?
Avenge me!
You've seen the Cabin in the Woods, right?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, still
Oh,
no.
we're
Go back
still-
and listen
Have
to
we
some
talked about this
episodes. Yeah,
before?
yeah.
All right. So we got to do it.
Yeah, it's a fucking great movie. But
We'll see.
there's always that harbinger, the character they use in that. But it's always at the beginning of like horror movies where it's like,
Don't go
you know,
down that road.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that road.
Oh, that
guy,
road?
That's what this guy's gonna become.
All right.
He's like, oh, you don't want to go up to that cabin.
Ah, Gordon Street. I remember a girl who lives on Gordon Street.
So he goes to a bar, a miraculous bar.
A bar I want to be in.
The pit stop.
Yep.
It's so fucking 80s, and this movie is in the mid 90s, but this bar is so 80s.
Yeah, you might
it
have misheard
hurts.
Derek. It's in the 80s. He's not lying.
and it, like you can smell cigarettes.
Oh
you
yeah.
can see him too. Oh, watching this, you
Stale.
could definitely smell the cigarette.
There is some of my favorite background stuff is white people dancing at bars.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of it here. And then when you're watching this, if you watch it, bottom right, that lady's uncomfortable with the amount of grinding that the guy behind her is doing.
Yes, I watched
like she's
the
kind of
same
pulling
thing.
away, and he's like,
She's got her hands on his, trying to pull him off,
Yep.
and he's like grabbing tighter.
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't scripted. That's just an extra who's like, he said dance.
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop dancing until he calls cut. Don't you call cut.
I'm rubbing my cock on you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Tease your cock.
So then
Is that like
he's
Laserface?
Kind of.
Taser cock. That's a stupid name.
Tell him Taser Cock said it.
And he's flipping this coin at the bar like Two-Face. And at first I thought he was trying to choose which girl or whatever, but he flips heads 3 times in a row. One of the girls
feeling
comes
lucky.
over.
So this doesn't get explained though, because I wanted it to be a thing like heads I don't kill him, tails I do. He got heads and was like, wow, one more.
Yeah, like,
You
why,
know, like, it didn't
let me
make-
make sure I want to kill him.
It didn't make sense what he was doing, picking which one, picking to kill him or not.
Yeah,
pick
and then he does
how
a spin
to
the
kill
bottle
them.
game too and takes the other one. But either way.
So maybe that's a subplot or just a dropped line that they couldn't figure out how to express that he really wants that other chick.
Yeah, he does,
According
Barbara.
to,
Yeah.
I believe, Rotten Tomatoes and the TV Guide description of this movie, it's 2 hours long,
Okay.
but it was only 94 minutes. So it was definitely put on TV at some point. So maybe stuff was cut out, but they were just like, well, let's put back in the boobs. I don't know.
Or it's just a bad movie that someone doesn't know how to explain.
That's entirely
I
possible.
want to kill this one, but this one's thrown herself at me.
And so he goes to the bar with these 2 girls. It's one of their birthdays. So we have Barbara, who ends up being the major character, and Nancy.
That sounds right.
Correct.
And
I looked at Whitney because she knows the names of characters that I will never remember.
between these 2 chicks, there is a lot of denim happening.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Jack was in denim heaven.
This is denim skirt, denim top. I mean, on one of these chicks.
So if a denim jacket and denim pants and a denim shirt is a Canadian tuxedo, what are they wearing? A Canadian ball gown?
No, this would be North Carolina negligee.
Oh, okay, got it.
It's got to alliterate, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. Canadian tuxedo doesn't alliterate.
Why do I always do that? I just always want to make things alliterate.
It sounds funner. Funner is not a word, is it?
All right, we're going out. Get on your Texas ball gown.
I mean, that would apply also.
Yeah.
As you folks know, we like to have a beer or 3 while we podcast, and sometimes that leads to a not so pleasant morning after, unless we remember to hydrate, people. That's where Liquid IV comes in. Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America, and it's now available in sugar-free with a proprietary zero sugar solution that has no artificial sweeteners. I love using Liquid IV because it comes in convenient little packets you can take with you, makes me feel rejuvenated and hydrated, and best of all, it actually tastes good. Just 1 packet of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than just water alone, thanks to the 8 vitamins and nutrients it has, and it has 3 times the electrolytes of those other sports drinks. We love Liquid IV so much that we're offering you, our loyal listeners, a steal of a deal. Get 20% off when you grab your Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier, sugar-free, or any other variant at liquidiv.com and use the code WORSTPEOPLE at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code WORSTPEOPLE at liquidiv.com.
Sharks of the corn? Virus shark? Cocaine shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum,
So he's
the
flirting
Shark
with these
Movie
girls, and he does do a
podcast.
little spin the bottle game where he's like, I guess he's trying to pick which one, but again,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it points at
It
Barbara.
does land on Barbara,
And
and
then
then she's
Mandy-
like, nope.
Also, Nancy is fucking
Nancy.
hammered.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. It's her birthday.
She's bad at
And she
acting.
just lost her job.
They both just got laid off.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, why don't you come home with me tonight? And Barbara, like a good friend, is like, how about no? We came together, we leave together.
It's girls' night. No boys allowed.
Well, not to mention she's throwing her a fucking party later. They're just pre-gaming.
Yep.
And then they're gonna go to this fucking party.
yeah.
I don't mind that my friend's going off to get laid, but like, dude, want to go banging out in the car real quick, and I'll wait outside of it, and then we'll drive to the
Yeah,
party.
I'll have another beer.
Yeah.
You go out there and take care of business.
Like, I want you to get laid, but I also want you to come to this fucking birthday party I threw for you.
Yeah.
100%.
But she gives in pretty quickly. She's like, no, you can't go with him. And then she's like, oh, come on. Okay,
Fine.
you can go with him.
Damn it, I hate being asked more than 3 times.
I really do.
It's like me when
Say what again,
when someone
motherfucker?
offers to buy me a beer or pay when we go out or something, like, I've got this, and I'm like, no, and they're like, no, I've got it, and I'm like, cool.
Yep, I tried.
I said no.
I always do that. Dude, I'm gonna buy you a beer. Are you sure? Yeah. All right, you buy me a beer then. He said he was sure.
I guess I want this $27 bottle of barrel-aged stout.
Yeah. No splitsies.
Did not specify. So yeah, he takes her to a hotel to start hooking up, and he starts choking her.
You used hotel. I'm pretty sure this is a motel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not one for nitpicking, but wife's got it. This is a fucking mo.
Yeah.
This is your car is parked out front of your door.
I think they're on the second floor. I don't know why it felt like it was not on the first floor to me.
Because when you're trying to when you're trying to keep somebody from running away, you go upstairs.
Well, if you're in a motel that you're lucky
you're
enough to
bad
have
at it.
2 floors, it's not like the motel from like Devil's Rejects or something, right? Where it's like one of those just pull up fucking, or like a Bates Motel.
Yep.
Which is like a series of 8 rooms. It's a long house.
It's kind of what it
Yeah.
looked like, though. But yeah,
It might be. Either way, he takes her to a rented room and starts to choke her. And at first she's like not that against it,
I mean, who isn't?
but then she's like, wait, hold on, he's trying to kill me.
I don't kink shame.
And so he somehow gets her onto his plane.
This
he has
is-
a plane.
But real quick, just to go back, this is the beginning of how dumb most people in this movie
oh
are.
my gosh,
Yeah.
She kicks him the nuts and jumps up while he's on the bed. And instead of leaving and running away in terror,
She
and
sits in the
screaming,
corner.
She's like, "All right, I think it's time you take me home now."
Oh,
Like, don't
that's
you
right.
dare get in a vehicle with this fucking guy.
Hey, you just tried to choke me more than made me comfortable. Can you give me a ride home?
Yeah.
No, this
run
is
out, run out screaming, dude.
Yeah, there's an office.
Uh huh.
I guarantee you it's open 24 hours at this place.
Uh huh.
Yes.
They have a phone. If you don't want to call the police, at least call a cab.
Call something, dude.
Call
but
Barbara.
Yeah, call Barb. She's waiting for
But
your
there are
call.
no cell phones, so
Well, let's go to the lobby.
Yeah.
exactly.
Get to the lobby. He's like, no public phone.
Just go be in public though.
Yeah, be around another person.
So
As long as he's not Norman Bates.
now we're to where you're talking. He
Yeah.
quietly gets her on this plane. Like, again, scream.
Yeah.
Throw a fucking
Yes,
fight.
there's a very lack of screaming in this movie from
Yeah.
girls.
They don't show where he's storing this plane, but there have to be other people there.
Mhm.
That's how, airstrips work.
It shows it later.
It's his private
no,
property.
Even small, like...
no.
where-
It shows it with the
No.
2 chicks
where
later.
he lands is his private property. But where's he storing this plane?
Oh,
The
right.
2 chicks later, it shows an airfield. It shows a fucking hangar. There's airplanes all around him. It's not private.
There's an air traffic
Oh.
controller even at a little place like that.
Yeah.
True.
I've
But-
seen wings.
Did you get that woman tucked in on your plane? All right, you're clear for takeoff.
I didn't hear her once say rape. So,
She
Not-
was
not-
tired. She
not in
had a
this
lot
state.
to drink.
so he flies her to the actual murder cabin in the middle of the North Georgia
Man,
woods.
it's a whole different movie now.
And on the outside, it looks like a decent little house in the woods.
Yeah.
On the inside, it looks like a murder cabin.
Yeah, especially when you got one cot and 1 floor mattress.
Yep.
And that floor mattress is like a mattress topper.
Like,
Yep,
get
that's what it
out
looked
of
like.
this place as soon as you walk in. I know she's handcuffed,
Yeah.
but later other people get out.
Yeah. Don't stay here. But he basically takes her up there and then lets her go in the woods so he can hunt her. And she's running around in the woods, and he ends up finding her bare chested because that's how he hunts. His shirt is gone. And
He's one with the wild.
well, by the way, this guy, I mean, he's fit. He's not out of shape or anything.
No,
fit.
he's-
His IMDb photo is him just fucking ripped,
Yeah.
wearing like the same kind of low tank top he's wearing later.
I
in
feel
this
like the
movie.
difference is like performance enhancing drugs versus not, like hormones.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause he got
he's
older.
well fit here, and then it's like, I'm not quite fit enough.
He got older and buffer, so generally that means drugs are involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's the shirtless hunter, and he
We've all
shoots
seen
her.
American Gladiators.
He shoots her with a bow and arrow through her hand, and it's great because this plastic hand is so fake.
It's a mannequin's hand.
But then it cuts back to her, and it's a pretty good looking, honestly, like wound on the back of her
Yes,
hand
it
with like
is,
a
with
fake
the-
arrow sticking out of it, and
Yes,
it's her
it
real
is.
hand.
Yeah, credit where it's due.
That's the one big piece of credit I'll give this movie. There's squibs that look good, and there's explosions that look good.
Yep.
Well, they are good because they're real explosions.
They don't look good. They are good.
But there's actual squibs. It's not just people going bah! And falling over.
I like yours.
Holding ink in their hand.
No, that was the Patreon movie for last month. So she's running away, and she finds a house in the woods because he didn't take her into the house.
No,
he let her straight out
This
of
is
the plane.
Out of the plane, get to running, rabbit.
Yeah, and she finds the house and just goes in, and turns out, banana, it's his house.
Dun dun dun.
You gotta expect the unexpected.
She runs into the basement, and he comes out of basement room. It didn't look like a bathroom, so I don't know what other basement room he has, but
This
he
is
comes
a
out,
jack room. And I don't mean mine.
and he's still shirtless, and she picks up a gun immediately, and she goes to fire it at him, and he's like, "You never keep a loaded gun around." He's always giving good hunting information.
Yeah, but also, come on. You can keep a loaded gun around. Come on.
Well, I mean, he lives in this. This is his lone cabin. A gun being loaded is fine.
yeah, there's no children around
but-
this
Yeah,
cabin.
if you've
He's
got kids
also
running around.
kidnapping women. You're not leaving a loaded gun around.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but he didn't bring her back.
I just don't like the advice.
But so she runs away again, and she falls in a hole, presumably one that he dug. So she has great aim for finding the worst spot to run in this wide open field.
Oh, he's got holes all around here.
He's starting to build Rambo tunnels.
Yes, he is. That's the end game.
It's
'Cause he'll-
Jason tunnels.
He'll let them go.
I'm going to move around this fucking national park so fast.
He'll let them go in the tunnels and then just hunt them there. It's easier. He doesn't have to worry about them getting away.
There you go.
But then bang, you're dead right in the
Yeah.
back while she's in the hole. And then we go back to his house, and there's a Jehovah's Witness at the door. She has the Watchtower magazine, so I know it's Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
And she's talking to fake Isabella
Fake
Rossellini. Punk rock Rossellini.
Yeah. Ooh. Punk rock Rossellini.
Although I've seen Blue Velvet, she's kind of punk rock Rossellini.
She's pretty
in
punk rock in
so.
that movie.
This lady is telling her there's sin in the world that's on the loose or something, but the part I wrote down was, you and your children are covered in blood.
I almost welcomed this kind of religious
The devil.
discussion at my house. The devil's running the streets and the trail leads to your house or from your house or something like that. But
Which
yeah.
doesn't fucking come to anything from her, by the way.
No, I think it's supposed to be a lot more ominous, but those words that Derek said were my favorite. Like, you and your family are covered in blood.
Well, and then the lady leaves and starts just standing there staring at the
Shaking
house.
her head.
I don't know if I'm reading into it or not, but it seems like it's that trope of like, because she's a black woman,
Yeah.
so it's that trope of like, oh well, like black people always know more, like you see in movies all the time where like they're the wise
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah,
She's a
maybe.
little more medium, a little more in touch.
Yeah, like, oh, she knows something's wrong, she's got the shine.
Yeah.
I asked
Or
if she was a psychic or
she was a
something.
housekeeper. They don't remember her because they don't ever look in the eyes of help.
No.
That's true.
And she's like, trust me, I know that your husband is up to some shit, lady.
He tried it on me.
Yeah. No, she's not blonde. She's good.
So the friend Barbara, she searches her friend's house. Her bird's dead, which sucks, I guess. And
I know how there is no time frame in this, by the way.
you just put tape around the bird's neck and put it back up. Pretty bird.
You sold a
Pretty
dead bird to a blind kid. Yeah. Yeah.
And she ends up making a police report. And this sergeant or lieutenant taking the report is not having this shit.
No.
He's like doing the whole, height, name, what does she look like, da da da.
He
And
has
then-
him spell shit Flint. That's Flint. Yeah. And the person's last name was Delaware, like the state. Like, dude. Come on.
But then she's like, look, I know my friend is dead. He's like, wait. You know that the crime has been committed? That's a different form. And he pulls out more paperwork. And I was waiting for him to just be like, height,
Yeah.
name, hair color. Like, I'm not
I was
transferring
waiting
this
for a
over.
little person to act. Like, well, that's a form of a different color.
Yeah, that cop doesn't give a fuck.
Not at
Well,
all.
we find out it's not his job.
Correct.
He's filling in for somebody
Yeah.
and just gives no hoots.
Which
But
I guess is their way of justifying him being such an asshole.
all these
But-
cops besides Spivey are just shitheads.
Yeah, they are.
Because as this character Spivey that we're about to meet is talking about what he thinks is happening, not only is this main guy an asshole, people walking by like, Spivey for president. You're awesome, dude.
Yeah, they're like, oh, look at you being a good cop, you fucking douche.
Making
Yeah.
us all look bad.
Because he's talking to shithead number one cop, and talk about a pattern, an MO, and all this stuff.
What's an MO?
It's modus operandi.
Modus operandi. What's that?
He's like his mode of operation, how he operates. It's what he does.
How does a cop say what
Oh.
the fuck is a modus operandi? Also, I want to just point out that Whitney totally did an Andrew Dice Clay cop.
I know I did.
And it's great. I love it. I want an Andrew Dice Clay cop in this precinct. She'd
Okay.
be like, hey, Spivey, you piece of shit. What the fuck?
And so Spivey says, like, here's the numbers, and the cops are like, yeah, most of the women are prostitutes. They
Yeah, it
come and go.
22,
Oh!
22 missing girls. Most of them were strippers and prostitutes. 3 of them were just random girls from bars. But that's what the guy is basically just like, yeah, well, if whores go missing, who gives a fuck? Oh!
Here today, gone tomorrow.
He does say those words though, and you're just like,
I
what
know,
the
but
fuck?
just for Derek's request, I want it to be
Yes.
Andrew Dice Clay.
I think he was trying to be.
He wishes. No, this guy is southern as can be.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some sort of crime was committed. Well, hookers are here today and gone tomorrow. That's what you pay them for.
All right, now do the Southern Lawyer with Andrew Dice Clay. Go.
Oh, man.
Oh shit.
Your Honor, I do declare. I can't. I don't know if I can do anything.
Yeah.
Like, that's so hard.
Oh.
You can't mix like New Jersey Mafia with Southern Lawyer.
Your Honor, I married my sister. Oh,
It's I bet you he can do it for Vinny.
I hate farmers. Oh, wait.
for Vinny.
My cousin Vinny.
Oh,
Because at the end of it, he's like, we all know how grits are.
yeah, absolutely.
How
No,
long does
grits
it
are-
take you to make some grits?
You tell me you got a special fucking kitchen where magically grits cook faster in your fucking house? The law of physics do not apply to your kitchen?
Yeah. Can't wait to do that movie.
Marissa Tomei.
Dude, there's so many movies that we've been watching or I've been watching recently where I'm like, yeah, I love this movie. When was the last time I watched it? I don't know, 20 years ago. And My Cousin Vinny falls in that. It's been at least 20 years.
This is why I'm super excited for a Patreon, because now I'm thinking about movies like that, like My Cousin Vinny, and I'm going to be happy talking about them. Not that I don't enjoy doing this. My Cousin Vinny, I could not rewatch it and do an hour on that.
So maybe just don't watch it and we'll get a shorter episode for people.
Good luck. Me talking about My Cousin Vinny.
All right, so was anybody in My Cousin Vinny in Star Wars? Because if they were, then it's going to be a long one.
I'm going to have to look into it off the top of my head. No.
But you know who is in it? Lurch.
No, not Lurch.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
It's,
no. It's Franken.
Munster.
Yeah, Munster. Eddie Munster.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Eddie.
Fred.
The dad.
Fred Munster.
I don't know.
Eddie's the kid.
Eddie's the kid. Yeah. Herman.
Herman Munster.
There
That's
we
right.
go.
Yeah, it's got Herman
I
Munster.
failed you. I'm sorry.
And I think it's Lane Smith of Mighty Ducks, son-in-law,
yes.
a whole bunch of shit. I love that guy.
I just know that Peter Parker's aunt
Ralph
is in it.
Macchio.
Ralph Macchio. Yeah, you can list him last.
That's why I went Ralph Macchio. You can't see my
Is he-
pantomime.
Is he the bad guy?
Kind of.
He's
Well, he was
the
the bad guy in his other big movies. so-
driver of the car.
I'm talking about Karate Kid, though.
Okay.
Anyway, we're not talking about Karate Kid or My Cousin Vinny,
No.
although we are now.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah. So he's telling his wife he has to go on another business trip. This is when we get you use the fish knife for the butter.
This is the
Okay.
scene where they're
Sure.
sitting at opposite ends of the table and they look like they fucking hate each
Oh,
other.
this is the waspiest scene of the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Like,
were they putting on this show in front of the kids? Like, oh my God, I miss you.
no,
I
the
love
kids
you.
are in bed.
And now, no.
No,
oh,
earlier.
I see.
And now that they're alone, they're like, I fucking hate you. You're going there again.
I think this is just kind of, it's a bit of that, or it's just like Derek said, like, I need a really waspy scene. So
Well, and
how do
later
I
in the
do
movie,
that?
they reveal that she knows that he's fucking other girls. She just doesn't care. So this is that whole thing. She's like, oh, a business trip? Sure. She said it's for such and such account or whatever again. And he's like, yeah, it is.
Going on a hunting trip. Don't catch chlamydia.
So
Over your shit.
speaking of catching chlamydia, he goes to this classy strip club.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I was just thrown off because there's no poles on the stages, but the floors
It
are
was
light
not
up floors.
It's not a strip club. It's exotic dancing. There's a
But
little
they're stripping.
difference. But it's a strip club, you know you're going to
This
get the
girl
pole.
does the splits and then rides a dick on the floor for a solid 2 minutes.
This chick
she does.
is getting it.
Yes, she is.
She's a great dancer.
Also,
Yeah.
America.
Like, oh, yeah.
What is she
She's red,
wearing?
white, and boobs.
Yes,
Like,
she
all
is.
day.
It's like the one piece V swimsuit that
That
shows like
Borat
the whole
was-
stomach. Yeah, basically Borat's swimsuit.
Okay, yeah, it's American Gladiators, the porn parody.
Yes, exactly.
Uh-huh. Nitro.
American Handiators? I got nothing.
American Fappiators.
American Gladianal.
There you go.
All
Oh,
right.
America's Gladiator. Glad he ate her.
Oh.
It works better on paper. A lot like pencils.
I stabbed somebody once with a pencil. It worked
mean,
pretty
that
You want to see
fast.
me
works.
make this pencil disappear?
Want to see a magic trick?
Okay, so this other girl comes up and starts talking to him, who also is a stripper, we end up finding out.
Mm-hmm.
but she's flirting with him.
She's
I
trying
still
to,
think she's the madame. Or,
I think she's like a backdoor madam. She's trying to set up
Well, the other
a
girl
play
tells her you'll have
date.
to work my shift if I don't come back or whatever.
Oh, no,
so-
I do think she's a stripper, a dancer. I just also think that her thing is like, I go out there and try and figure out who we can get a lot of money from because
Exactly.
she's watching this dude put 20s, it looks like,
Yeah.
in the dancer's garter belt thing. And so now Blondie comes up. It's like, all right, like you got a lot of money. What do you do? I'm a
sort of a doctor.
Sort of a doctor, you might call me. I'm a cosmetic surgeon. I work on girls that want to look like you.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, will you excuse me for a second? Now goes backstage and starts
Yep.
setting up the play date.
Yeah, because he gives the girl, the stripper, another 20 before she leaves. So then this girl goes back and she's like,
Dancer,
look,
dude, we don't shame.
I'm not shaming. I'm not saying stripper in a shameful way.
I don't think that's the preferred
nomenclature.
nomenclature, dude.
Exotic
Dancer American, please.
Did
So
you
anyway,
guys
the
just say that
stripper,
in unison?
Kinda.
and just like in that scene, you follow it with. So anyway, the stripper. So she's begging the other exotic dancer.
Just say dancer, it's fine.
She's begging the other dancer to hook up with this dude. She's like, dude, we can get so much money out of this guy.
Uh-huh.
It's a couple hours. Like, we'll be fine. She mentions
I'm so tired.
Anna is at home watching Raul.
Or Raul is watching Anna. I don't know.
You got one of your kids watching the other kid, and I'm guessing they're too young.
The fat one's watching the little one.
But she's just like super. She's like, no, I'm exhausted. I don't want to do it. You get me in trouble all the time.
Once she does convince her with one more like, please, okay. Then she's like, all right, fine. But if it's another one of your all-nighters, you're working my early shift.
Next shot, they're showing
Daylight in an airplane.
Getting on a fucking airplane. It better not be an all-nighter. We're going to fly somewhere.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Because he does tell them, I've got this really nice place up in the woods I'd like to show you guys. Which, by the way, if women out there in the world,
Or men.
but I feel like women are victimized more.
Oh, yeah, they are.
So
I'm just trying to it's just tough being a white male in
I think we just
2024.
report it more.
if a man comes up to you in a bar and is trying to pick you up and says, I have a really nice cabin in the woods I'd like to take you to, come get on my plane.
You run.
You say no.
You run.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. This might actually be a daytime thing. Like they were there during the day.
There's
the strip
no
club.
That's
way.
why-
There's no way this chick is fucking B team Tuesday.
Well, she did say her
afternoon.
opening
Did
shift.
say you get my next early shift.
All right.
You have to cover my opening shift.
All right.
I thought when she said that, I was like, oof, opening shift.
Yeah.
Talk about
That's-
not making tips.
That's no good.
So
You get all
Right,
the
that
old
makes
guys.
sense.
I'm
in
doing
there.
more work than this.
So
movie.
it's a 2-drink minimum, right? But it's all old guys. They're just like, look, refill my coffee.
That's a drink.
It's only $1 coffee, right? Here's a quarter. Keep it full.
Oh, I hated that
You
at the
seem to
diner.
know a bit too much about drinking coffee at a strip club.
No. That was a story Whitney told me about working. Well, all of her story about working at a diner. All the old men
okay.
who would come in the morning and be like, here's a quarter. Keep my coffee full because it's free refills.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm that much closer to retirement.
And then so they basically start having a threesome in the thing, right? They're all kind of kissing on. Well, the two girls are like rubbing on each other.
Yeah.
They brought their own
And
pair
this
of
is the cot
handcuffs.
and the floor mattress.
Yeah. And then he gets violent suddenly, as he does.
Immediately, we
He
learned it has
grabs-
something to do with drinking.
Yeah, he grabs the dancer and he handcuffs her to a pole and then starts just throwing this other girl around.
Well, he smacks the dancer in the head and goes, "What?"
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at a girl getting smacked. I was laughing at your what with your head wiggle.
That's her. I just smacked a girl look.
I pretended to be my
I
ex-boyfriend.
smacked a girl and I liked it.
Terrible.
She liked it too.
And then he hears a gunshot nearby and he's like, what the hell? So he
Oh,
then
doggone to heck, Bobby.
he handcuffs the other girl. But these girls, one of these pairs of cuffs were theirs that they brought.
Because they even held it up like we can have some fun.
Yeah,
which
so the one girl gets out of
Chekhov's
the cuffs,
handcuffs. It'll come back.
and then she can't find the key for the other cuffs.
Which I still think that they should have the same fucking key.
Yeah, don't
Unless
all
one of
handcuffs
these are
have
like
the-
Spencer's that don't have a key. Oh, no, they did say key.
Yeah, but don't they all have the same key?
Oh, I'm not a cop.
I just don't know how much of a complex lock
I've
you can
seen-
put into.
I've seen enough.
True.
I know exactly what it like. Shocker! I've owned a pair of handcuffs or four.
they just
some
have like
do
a-
have the trick lock open on the backside.
Oh, maybe that's
which
how
is
she
what
got
the
out.
girls got. And then because you never use something you can't
Yeah,
open
for sex play. Yeah,
and his are probably
I've seen Gerald's Game too. Go ahead.
I've lived it. It's so his
Have
are
you?
like
Do
real.
you know what Gerald's Game is?
No.
This girl is handcuffed to the bed while her and this guy are gonna have sex, and then he dies.
Yeah.
and she's stuck in this house handcuffed to this bed.
Oh man.
I've heard of the story, but it was an
It was a
older
Stephen
couple.
King book, and then it was.
Oh, it's also
movie.
a true story from an older couple.
Oh, okay. Anyway, continue.
Crazy.
But like, yeah, that key is it's not universal. It's a universal
It's just a little key with
I would
one,
think so.
one little.
pokey hole.
Look,
thing.
when I worked at the theater, I had a manager who was in special forces and stuff, and he showed me how to bend a paperclip to pick a handcuff lock. That's how simple they are. It's like a 2 little bend. I don't know the exact angles, but
yeah,
You don't
I
remember
mean-
now, so now it's okay to kidnap you. Is what
yeah.
you're saying?
Oh yeah.
I know how to do it.
You want to drag around 250 pounds of dead weight, dude? Be my guest.
I can. Do
I
it.
don't.
I'm gonna do it by your hair. I'm just kidding. Your hair's too beautiful.
Don't you dare touch my hair.
But so he left to go find out what this gunshot was, and there's these 3 fucking moronic hunters wandering around in the woods.
Mario, Luigi, and Marty McFly.
Oh my god, these motherfuckers.
but from the south.
yes.
Yes, the 3 Southern Stooges.
So now we have to do another Italian Southern voice. Good job, thanks.
I chalk it up to extras. Obviously, never acted before. The way they were acting,
Nobody in this
was
movie
like
acted before.
a sarcastic scare. Like,
Yeah.
oh god, buddy, no, slow down.
And I
I'm so
mean,
sorry.
It could be any of these because none of these actors, like we said, had IMDb photos. I went through and clicked everybody's thing.
Mm-hmm.
8 of the people in this movie were only in this movie.
There you go.
So
So they were extras on this that lived near there. Like maybe
Yeah.
he owned that cabin.
Yeah. So he gets him to go away and then goes back upstairs and
oh, by the way, he confronted them shirtlessly. He's in murder mode.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had to. He's shirtless a lot.
Yeah, he's like, get the fuck off my land. It's private land, and they just kind of piss off.
As they walk away, did you hear the older, fatter one, Mario, mumble? Did you want to deal with his bullshit? I sure as hell didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, fuck that. Let's just go.
But when he goes back upstairs, you have the dancer that's now uncuffed with like a cast iron pan and
With
hits
no
him once.
handle, seems useless.
Yeah. It kind of is. I mean, you can't touch it. But so she hits him with it once and knocks him down and then just runs away. Another stupid moment. You keep hitting that man until brains are showing.
I'm not stopping.
Yeah, why would you?
Until I'm covered
I
in
mean,
his
he gets
blood.
up very quickly after being hit with a cast iron skillet, which even if you aren't hit that hard, I feel like is not a quick recover.
Oh, no.
And she runs out the door because her friend's like, just leave without me. And as she's running away with a 38, the guy hits her not point blank, straight in the middle of her spine up at her waist.
Yep.
Yeah, because I thought he killed her at first. And
Then
he
you
goes
hear
in to
her.
get the other girl saying, you bitches mess everything up. I didn't even get to
stupid
hunt you
bitches."
down.
Well,
Stupid bitches.
We're sorry you didn't get to hunt us like fucking hard target. Like
sorry I ruined your hunting party.
So he's like, this is where the blonde runs to the brunette.
And then I
is
met
like-
a serial killer again.
Again.
Go ahead.
and
I must have
she's,
shot me about 22 blonde girls.
and she's like, I can't feel my legs.
He jumped up and bit me. Sorry. Speaking of that, I can't feel my legs.
Burnett stripper, you ain't got no legs.
And then he makes the blonde dig a hole for her over by the lake.
Yeah, a very shallow grave by this like river. And then
That's
he
gonna
puts her
wash
in
up.
it.
It's a crick.
It's a crick. It's still gonna wash up in
Well,
that crick.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a stream to anybody who doesn't speak
Her
Georgia.
her acting is some of the fucking worst in this movie too. Because I mean, you have to dig a hole for your friend while this guy's got you at gunpoint.
And his
she's-
gun is in his cock. His cock.
Oh,
It's in there.
It's in his pants, pointed down at his cock.
yeah.
I was like, what is this, Tom Savini and From Dusk Till Dawn?
Well, no, but while she's digging, she's just like, no, no,
Oh, God, no.
And then he puts the other girl in the hole and starts covering her with dirt, and her friend just stands there going, no, no.
Yeah, not doing a thing.
Run over there.
And the friend is still alive, by the way. She's being buried alive.
Yeah.
Run over there. Hit him. Run away. Do anything. Pick up a rock.
And who comes walking up now?
It's a Mario, a Luigi, and Marty McFly.
Yep. And they all have rifles.
Yeah,
Yes, they
all
all have
three of
hunting
them.
rifles.
Two, I think at least one, maybe two, have it at hip level. The Mario's got his over the shoulder.
Yep.
So I understand you're not going to be able to get a shot off, but at least one of the guys had it down hip level.
Yeah.
Easy raising fire.
Easy.
Yeah, because this
Raisin
dude
fire.
pulls his pistol and he's like, "Put your guns down," and they all do, and they start pissing their pants.
Uh huh.
Oh
they're
my
like they're doing
God.
like cartoon acting of being afraid. They're like teeth are chattering.
I don't like the sound of them apples, Will.
And the blonde is screaming, he's going to kill me. Shoot him. Shoot him.
So she does a solid right here at first.
Yeah.
Because she finally picked up the shovel
Yes.
and takes to the back of his head. another mistake. You keep
Don't
hitting.
stop.
You do not stop. You could probably cut his neck with this shovel if you do it right.
I've seen it.
It's a spaded shovel. It can
You
go
can
through
do
a
it.
neck.
Also,
Even if it doesn't get through the spine, if you get through like all those arteries in the esophagus, he's not getting back up.
also, what do these fucking hunters do
Run
Run
the
away
fuck away
with no guns?
Run away without their guns, leaving these two women to fend
The
for themselves.
second that he's down, you pick up your guns and you empty clips into this.
Yes.
yeah.
Ugh.
And then the friend runs away too, like you said. So now the stripper girl is still half buried,
Uh huh.
and she's just like, "Cool, thanks."
I'll just wait here then.
Although, I mean, if I was paralyzed,
Just kill
I'd
me.
probably just want to die.
If I
Just
can't
kill
use
me.
my penis,
Yeah,
we're pretty good friends.
I can't feel the sex, so just kill me.
I can still watch movies.
That's higher up than sex.
No,
How-
Oh, okay.
I was like,
no, it's not.
That's just a
higher up.
consolation.
But it's like you can still. It's not like being deaf or blind.
No,
where
I
you
can
can't
still
listen to music or watch a movie. Like I've talked to people about that before. I'm like, if one of these things was going to happen to you, which would you prefer? Because if you're deaf, you can't listen to music. But if you're blind, you can't watch movies or play video games.
I don't think I live without listening to music. Like, I don't think it
Yeah.
would be a life.
Yeah, I mean, but you could maybe do those little like bone things that like vibrate the shit in your head.
Well, now you're loopholing.
All right. Either way,
cochlear implant.
no. Well, that's not what I meant though. Like the headphones you can just
It's
buy.
I don't know
called
if they
Beats
still
by
work.
Dre.
Oh, they might not work.
I don't know. It depends on the
How- why
severity
you're-
of
why
the
you're
deafness.
deaf
Yeah.
and- yeah.
I will watch Mr. Holland's Opus and get back to you.
Ooh.
I'm not going to do that.
I'll watch Justified and get back to you. He's got hearing aids the whole time. I don't know. Not Timothy Oliphant, but
No.
the chief, deputy chief.
So these three guys run to two separate vehicles, a truck and a car.
I don't know why.
Yeah, just get in one vehicle.
The
He's
car
like,
takes off.
I can't leave my truck behind.
Yeah, no, you can. You can.
You will. You can and you will.
Yeah, so the car takes off with two hunters, and the one guy can't start his truck, and the killer comes out of the woods, Bobby, and they have a little scuffle, kind of, and then the dude jumps in. Dude, this car came back,
Yeah.
and I thought they were going to just try to
Sandwich him.
smash into this
Same.
dude.
I would have.
And I figured
Same.
he would move and the cars would hit each other, But I thought that's what they're going to go for. But no, they slam on the brakes and skid to a stop. The guy in the passenger seat gets out, gets in the back, and then the guy from the truck gets in the front, and then they drive
Well,
off.
Derek, he had called shotgun. I mean,
Well-
you respect the rules of shotgun.
It is a two-door vehicle, so he's just making it fast. Like, I'm in the back already.
Oh, I
Just
guess
get the
that's
fuck in
fair.
and go.
Okay, I didn't notice it was two doors.
Yeah, it was
so
only
it's
two
easier
doors.
to just
Shotgun
jump
thing.
out and
Yes.
dive in the back.
He yelled
Yeah.
shotgun also.
Yeah. It's like, fuck. Oh, he's away. I thought he was going to leave him behind. He yelled shotgun. I got to get in the back.
So the guy leaves his keys in his truck. So he's left his gun
This is
now
mistake
and his keys.
642.
Yeah. And the car takes off. Bobby gets in the truck, floods it, but starts it anyway, and takes off after them. And this car could probably outrun this truck.
Yeah.
Well, them Duke Bulls are at it again.
Well, it looks like fucking Dukes of Hazzard here because he's behind them. He's not even hitting their car, and they're just fishtailing all
No,
over.
he
the
does
road.
hit it.
I think he gives it a
He
little
rams
tap.
it.
Oh, okay.
And then
But
he
it's
just-
supposed to act like a pit maneuver. 'Cause,
Yeah.
now they're squealing, squalling.
And while that pursuit is going on,
The girl is
the
running to
blonde
the
girl is trying to start the plane. She's just flipping switches and shit.
I don't know your game plan.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Well, then it turns out it's got an ignition like a car. Did you
Uh-huh.
need to flip all those switches, or just turn the fucking?
There are
key?
some things you need to prime before
You gotta turn on like
start it.
fuel and
Yeah.
shit, right? No.
sure.
I don't plane.
I'm not a pilot.
I've watched enough movies.
We could all three say that.
I mean, you did just watch a show the other day where a girl flew a plane and then blew up in the air.
Well, she read the instruction manual.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
You got time.
By the way, Yellow Jackets, fucking wicked.
I've heard. No, I just don't understand her fucking game plan because she does get it running. Like, okay, you got it started.
But
That's
she's
that's
not
a thing.
accelerating.
But then even when she's like moving, she's just doing little loop de loops. I'm like, you're definitely not going to be able to fly this.
And that's the easiest part, I would imagine.
Steering wheel.
It's a steering wheel.
Yeah.
So just stop turning to the
Or
right.
I think it's a yoke.
Well, you know what
Okay,
I mean.
but
though.
it's
But
not
the same.
a circle. It's got two handles. So she's probably like, is it go like this or like
Yeah,
this?
it's the same concept other than the up and down.
Yeah.
Like this part of her just spinning this plane in circles. She's just like, I don't know. Do I turn this all the way to the right and then hit the? And then she does figure out which throttle thing is the accelerator because there's
Kinda.
3 or 4 handles there. So she starts moving at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing something wrong though because yoke's on her. There is some heavy beeping coming out of this plane.
Yes.
Yeah. But before he gets back to her, he does. So he like kind of flanks. He velociraptors these dudes.
Yeah, he's a clever
They
Chevy.
they take the high road and he takes the low road. but because he knows that this low road comes around. But they get, as soon as they don't see him behind them, they stop driving.
We lost him.
We lost him. We're good.
You don't fucking stop, bro.
You've never seen a horror movie, have you?
And so this guy comes up the other way and he rams this car off of this little miniature cliff and it explodes
It's
like nobody's business.
So no
and
one's
would you say this cliff is like not even 8 feet?
Yeah,
like
8 to 10 feet. And
well,
like,
it was longer than the car.
Was it?
Yeah, because the
By
car,
a
once the
little.
car hits the ground, the cliff is above it. But I mean,
Okay.
it's not more than like 2 stories. You're not blowing up a car by dropping it.
None of
It's
us
like
were.
it's like taking a car on the roof of a normal house and just letting it go.
Yeah.
None of us were talking during this part, but I was wondering. I'm like, okay, so it's gonna get stuck here, right?
Or
and
flip
then he
upside
can,
down.
Then he can just walk over and shoot you all.
Yeah. Nope.
Big explosion, and all 3 of us just erupt laughing.
Yes, it's 1995. Cars exploded.
It landed on its trunk. Of course it exploded because gas tank's right there.
It's not a fucking Ford Pinto.
Yeah, if you put any pressure on the gas tank, the car explodes.
That's how they're designed.
Yeah. They don't want to leave any evidence of their mistakes. The car manufacturers.
Yeah.
So then, yes, bada boom. And he gets out of the truck and stands on top of this ledge and just flexes at them.
Yes, he does.
Asserting dominance.
Ugh. And then that's when he leaves them and then finds her.
He uses his underground tunnels and he gets back to the airfield now.
No, he has the truck.
I know.
And so he finds her and then she goes around the corner and he hears the beeping.
She's got the taser. His taser.
Oh, that's right.
Because he tries to get in the plane because it's going 1 mile an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get up to 88. And
Marty's dead, dude.
she tases him, which is why he falls out of the plane.
That's right.
But lucky for him, because she just turns this thing around the corner of these trees and explodes the fuck out of it. I don't again know how planes explode. I don't know a lot about planes.
I don't
I
either.
don't think you can explode them by driving them hard.
No, I don't know enough to argue it or not, but I think like she didn't set some of the switches right and fuel just flooding out. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Also, it could just be that this is Deadly Run from 1995, directed
be.
by Michael Bender.
Could be. Michael Bender?
Bender.
Oh.
Was that right?
I was going to say Michael Bender.
It was Bender. I had to go back now. I was like, well, now I'm just thinking of a robot.
Yeah, you should be.
And so he goes, stupid bitch.
You stupid bitch. That was my best plane.
That was my favorite plane. I got like 3 more, but that was my favorite.
That's my murder plane. So now we go back to whatever town they live in, Atlanta, presumably because they're in Georgia.
Sure.
And it's the original friend, Barbara.
Barbara. With Spivey.
And she's trying to solve the murder with her grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
first.
It's been good. No, it's
No, 'cause
it's
this is when she
Nancy's
sees the pen.
dad.
This is when she sees. Oh, is
Right.
it Nancy's dad?
It's Nancy's
think so.
dad.
I asked while we were watching, and you didn't say anything, and he said, "Yeah, Grandpa."
No, it's Nancy's dad.
I don't know.
So while everything is going on,
Everyone's a grandpa.
it does flashback, like switch between Bobby trying to get these girls, and her and Spivey are working together, calling each other, trying to figure stuff out. But also Nancy's dad is there with a coffee and donuts.
It doesn't look like that. It looks like a fucking basketball in a grocery bag.
But they're using this pen to like write stuff down. And
He's
suddenly-
also been on the TV. And
Yeah, he's on the TV right now.
Which one of you pointed out maybe she was hammered, because that was my first thing. I'm like, how do you not hear that voice, see that guy, and be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
that's who I think killed my friend. But maybe she was just hammered.
Also, something I didn't think of, it's a unique voice to us. They're in Georgia.
Could be.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he said his name was Bo.
Yeah, but
Bobby.
he still looks like that.
Yes.
He just lobbed off one letter.
She's like, I didn't know.
What's
Gary.
your name,
She's watching the news,
Bo?
going, I didn't know Gary Shandling was a land developer. But like, she doesn't even notice what's going on. But at the same time, she notices this pen that she got from him that night that has his company name on it. Which don't do that.
Worst serial killer ever.
But like, how does she not like that news report is still on? She's like, such and such realty. Oh, that's what they're talking about.
He's
Movie
right
over.
there.
Movie over.
Yep.
But no. So she does call Spivey, the cop who's helping her. I don't
Don't
know if we
touch
really
it.
I don't know if we really talked about him much earlier other than how much everybody hates him. But he's like the good cop. and
He
he's-
wants to do
He's
stuff.
probably the best actor in this movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Which isn't saying anything.
No.
It's like saying, well, that person was the best actor in that wedding video. You know what I mean? Like, these people are not actors. But
Yeah, they are not.
he's got this beautiful little mustache, and he's got almost as crazy of shirts as Bobby does.
Bobby's shirts have been insane. I mean,
Yes.
it's a mixture of like Western and 1990s throw up art.
Yeah, because he definitely at one point has the black like cowboy shirt, right, with like the white
Yes,
Uh-huh.
collar button thing
fringe
going
stuff on
on.
it, whatever. Not fringe, but you know what I'm talking about.
I believe those are also called yokes, and I'm not even making a yoke.
I am not yoking.
The little pointed part that
threading.
comes down here, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
the
a
Stitching.
yoke.
threading.
That's the word.
Stitching. There you go. But yeah, she calls Spivey and tells him about the pen, and he's like, "Don't touch it." And I'm like,
I've been
"She's
using
been
it.
using it for weeks or
Yeah.
however long this movie's been taking place."
Don't worry, I'll have a guy come over and dust your apples.
Fucking Christ.
So they go and get, or no, Spivey goes to Bobby's office and starts questioning him in the office.
And he is in full Two-Face mode now.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. He's got literally. He has half of his face is purple.
Yeah, like, it's not a bruise. It's half your face is purple.
Yeah, because he got hurt somewhere in this confrontation. Even
The
though I guess
shovel to the side of the face.
That would
I
do
thought
it.
it was to the back of the head, but that makes sense. I was like, when did he get hit in the face? But
She was
Yeah.
behind him, but whack.
yeah, it was
Give
a
me the
long
old
shovel.
reach around.
Yarp.
And then he's telling them like, yeah, I met these girls. I remember them now. Like whatever. He's like, yeah, I left with her, but then in the parking lot, she started getting real weird, and I realized how fucked up she was. And she kept saying she'd give me $50, or I could give her $50, and I could fuck her in the car right now. And I was like, nah. So then I told
That's
her to
not
go,
my style.
and then I saw her leave with a guy in a black Jeep.
And the cop looked at him like, black Jeep, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but Spivey in a couple scenes is driving a black Jeep.
Yep.
Very strange.
Oh, and then when he asks him about his face, what happened to his face, some guys jumped me, stole my money and my plane.
This is a different level of thug.
Yeah, this is pre GTA, even the first one. You're not stealing people's planes. You don't just jump in someone's plane and take off.
It's not that easy, dude.
And he's like, and I reported it. You can call the FAA.
And they do end up telling him shortly after this, oh yeah, we found your plane. A couple scenes later, but whatever, nothing happens. There's some investigation stuff. We found your plane crashed in these mountains very close to a shallow grave. Oh, and you've got this map on your wall with this pin, and that pin is almost exactly where that shallow grave is.
And this is where your plane crashed. And they're 30 miles apart.
Look, I'm a land developer. This is all spots I want to fucking buy and develop.
Thanks for letting me know that there's dead bodies there, because now I know what to not tell people
Yeah.
Yeah.
before we build a neighborhood on it, and then Craig T. Nelson moves in.
Just gonna pave right over that. This house
No,
is
this
not
guy
clear.
he is smooth. He is trying to be Ted Bundy.
But he's dumb.
He's
Like,
smoothish. He's so menacing when he's saying stuff. He's like, I didn't kill her.
I think part of the thing is, and we find out in a bit here, he thinks he's untouchable. He is a very
Correct.
predominant member of the society. District attorney doesn't want to fucking do anything. Like he
I want to talk about the district attorney real quick.
go
So
on.
did he have like a widow's peak in the front?
No.
Or did he have like a curl?
Oh.
Neither.
'Cause this-
Definition
no,
was not good enough for me to see.
This dude, he's,
Are you
he's a
talking
black
about the black
gentleman.
guy?
Yeah, he's a black
It's
guy.
just the ring.
Well, no, because it goes, but then there's like something that goes down in the front.
I didn't.
So
see
I didn't know
that.
if he had a little widow's peak, like he was starting to bald, or if he had like a random curl in the front.
It could be a random curl, very smooth, very southern. You know, this guy was a lawyer at one
It
point.
looks short and tight to me, so I don't know what you guys are looking at.
He's like, be cool, baby.
Be cool.
Colt 45.
Is this the part where Barbara shows up at Bobby's house and the wife answers?
Yeah.
I don't know what this note is.
Go on.
Jacket, comma, water fountain.
Oh yeah, that's because the DA comes out of the elevator, takes
Oh, yeah.
unbuttons his jacket, takes a drink, and sees a shadow and goes, "Spivey,
Yeah.
I don't want to see you in here again."
And then they have their conversation, and he rebuttons his jacket and gets back on the elevator. 'Cause
It's
There's
like
only
the-
one
yeah,
water fountain in
there's
this building.
One water fountain. I'm really thirsty. I got to go downstairs.
Well, it is Georgia.
Yeah.
It could be that he's only allowed to use a certain water fountain.
Oh,
Even in 95, guys. I mean, how do you think this dude feels with Confederate flags all around the state house?
right?
You know, right before the big controversy happened in like 2016, when they were talking about how there being a Confederate flag in Columbia, South Carolina, above the Capitol building, all this
Yeah.
stuff, and it became a big thing, and it was all over the news, and people were trying to get it taken down. I was in Columbia, South Carolina, earlier that year, and one of my coworkers was he's a history buff, he's a big Civil War buff. And he was infuriated that flag was over the Capitol building. He's like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. He's like, it's like if you went to Germany and they still had a Nazi flag flying.
Yeah, what?
It's actually even less than that because they were just a rebel. They weren't even a real country. And he's like going off on all this stuff. And it was like months later, it was on the news. And I was like, did he talk real loud in a
Did
bar?
you make that happen?
He talked
Did
real
he?
loud in a bar, and someone was like, you know what? He's got a good fucking point.
Did he start that?
I don't know. He might have.
What other country has failed insurrections and rebellions monuments?
Yeah, monuments to failed insurrections.
By the way, I'll say this: Civil War monuments for Confederates ain't nothing but a participation trophy.
I'm just waiting for the January 6th monument to go up now.
It's to make you remember.
It's got that
Don't
Buffalo
do
guy
this
from
shit.
Phoenix on it.
There's ways to remember without idolizing people like that.
Continued racism. Anyway, so then Barbara
Shows
is
up.
on the phone. Where she's in Barbara's in her house with
Oh.
all the lights off,
I'm in
talking
the
to her
house,
mom
Barb.
on the phone.
No, she hasn't gone to our house. That's right.
Yeah,
It
she's-
is that first.
Yeah, she's talking to her mom on the phone, and she's talking about how, oh, don't worry, all the doors are locked, blah, 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 whatever. Or she goes into her bedroom and gets attacked by a mysterious character.
It's Bobby.
Because he's like, listen, you stupid bitch. And he's like throwing
Grabs
her
her
around.
throat.
Bitches
and
ruined
slams
everything. Bitch.
grabs her throat, slams her on the bed. She kicks him in the nuts, and he runs away.
His only weakness.
Turns out that's most guys' weakness.
Yeah, well, it would sting me quite much.
And then so she calls the cops. They come and they're like asking her questions, but she can't give them a positive ID because it was dark.
But she had that neon light flashing that she could totally see his face, and that's what she had to say. Yes, the lights were on.
Yeah, I know who it was. It was this guy. Just say it.
Yeah, say it.
Say
you
who
know
you-
who it is.
Yeah.
She did say that. She's like, I know it was him. Can you prove it?
Yes, I can.
But there's a CSI dude there who is dusting for fingerprints
On an apple.
on one singular apple in her fruit bowl. No door handles, no walls, none of the other fruit.
Nothing in
Yeah.
her room.
And he takes that one apple he's been dusting this whole entire scene at the end of it, puts it in an evidence bag, puts it in his briefcase, closes it to leave with them.
yeah.
It's really fun background acting.
He's like, there were no prints on this apple, and I am starving.
Let's go get the beer.
Craft service is a lot of food, so I'm gonna dust this apple and eat it when I'm off set. It's a non-union gig.
Oh, speaking of a non-union gig, that was one of the things I read to Jack about Donald Farmer, the other director here, the well-known quote-unquote one. He clearly wrote his own thing, or his publicist did. It's about how he's brought joy and fear and excitement to people and blah, blah, blah. And he's well known for, and I don't have it up, so I don't have the exact quote, but it says he's well known for allowing people in his crew to express themselves and do other things outside of their usual wheelhouse, which is a nice way of saying he's well known for doing non-union pictures. Because when you're shooting a movie, nobody can pick up that cable except an electrician.
Right.
Nobody can move that light. You know, it's like there's
If
the only people that can do
if
it.
you're a cameraman, that's all you're doing.
That was their nice way of saying he hires a cameraman who's also the electrician and the lighting guy and probably transportation captain. He's also craft services.
Yeah.
Because he works at Whataburger and he brought some with him. There's no Whataburger in Georgia, but you know what I mean.
They have Hardee's.
That's Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
Here,
I know, but it hardly counts. That Hardy
Hardy
counts.
counts. The Hardy har.
But anyway, so then Spivey goes and confronts Bobby, who's working out in the middle of the night at the gym.
2 a.m. seems like by this clock.
Yeah.
And this is an 80s gym.
Oh boy.
Pink and blue neon around the whole thing. Like, I felt like I was watching, which I've mentioned on the show before, no one else has seen, Killer Workout. Think of Rhonda's thing, or what was it, Rhonda on Beverly or on Melrose Place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of that.
Okay.
I try not to.
I'm thinking of it.
That kind of gym.
Okay. Thank you for finishing that.
I like how
She's like, okay, I'm thinking of Rhonda.
I just like
she
how
disappeared. First season's over.
you're describing it to someone that watched it. Think
I'm
of,
also
think of
describing
that
it to people
gym.
listening.
Or think of the gym you just saw on screen, Whitney.
You know what? Bobby admits to Spivey that he committed the murders.
He
He
does
goes-
that hypothetical.
Yeah. He was like, well, let's say I did. I did it.
Exactly. He goes, let's say I did it, period. I did it. I did it as
okay.
an admission.
I
of
think
guilt.
I think it's like, okay, I did it. Let's play your game. I did it. Hypothetically, I did it.
But then he grabs Spivey and
Oh, this
steals
gets
his
sexual.
gun.
Oh, this is very sexual.
Oh, and he's wearing one of those ridiculous
Spaghetti-
muscle
It's a
tank
spaghetti
tops.
string, like no fear workout tank top.
It's
for
a
men.
Venice Beach workout.
Yes, it
right?
is.
It's like
This
the
is-
really, really low, saggy ones that are barely a shirt.
This is what the scary guy used to wear in the late 90s. It was that
Oh, okay.
and some little tiny gym shorts.
Woo.
Wouldn't let us into the buffet with that. We got dress coded.
But he steals the cop's gun. He holds him at gunpoint and basically tells him, "Stop investigating me."
Yeah, but the way he does it, he empties the bullets out on the floor,
Yeah.
and then shoves the gun in the guy's fucking pants crotch
Oh,
area.
Yes, he's got
He's
a
like,
thing
I
with
love the guns. The little guys like you, it's like an equalizer.
Yeah.
he's got a thing with a gun in the crotch.
He should have said expect the unexpected and then kissed him and ran away.
And then they walk out.
Better
he
movie.
he walks out of this gym. No, so it's a huge gym, fairly big gym, and Bobby was in a workout in a room in the back with glass in front of it.
Yeah.
So he has
Yeah,
to
it was the
walk
weight
across
room.
this entire building. You telling me Spivey couldn't pick up one of them their bullets
Oh, yeah.
and just blast this dude and
It's
then be
assault
like,
on an officer.
and then just not even that, just be like, oh hey, I overheard. Or just make a call about, hey, there was a break-in at this gym.
This gym is
wow,
under
this guy
lock and
was
key, though.
killed.
Did you notice
It
that?
is under lock and key.
Just to get in, Spivey had to put his badge at the door, and the guy up front had to unlock the door.
Oh, okay.
Like, what an
So
exclusive fucking
basically,
gym.
this the owner of the gym was like, "Yeah, you can do your movie here, but it has to be between these hours."
Yeah, 2 in
and
the morning.
leave that fucking door locked at all times.
That's Whitney's doing work on this movie.
I'm sober.
Then we
That
cut
sucks.
to
I know.
Barbara going to Bobby's house now and confronting Punkabella Rossellini.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
She's basically like, hey, just so you know, your husband's a fucking creep and he's seeing other women. She doesn't bring up the murder yet.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why don't you come inside?"
Yeah, and then fucking Isabella Punkalini?
Whatever.
It's all
Punky Rose.
words have lost all meaning now.
Punky Rose leans on the wall or something and says, "What my husband does on his own time is not my concern."
Which it should be.
Yeah. And then he arrives home and he sees
In
her.
the
and it's
study.
He's like, I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? His wife writes her a check and she's like, here's some money. Shut the fuck up and go away.
It
Please
must be
leave.
one of these whores again that are bribing.
Yeah.
That like along those lines.
Yeah,
Or blackmailing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, damn these hookers.
Because that definitely comes. No, I can't say definitely, but that also makes a comeback, I think. And
What's that? The blackmailing?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Punkabella Rossellini definitely acts like this again.
Yeah,
How much is
exactly.
it going to cost?
Yeah. And then a random prostitute comes to Barbara's house.
Yep.
And tells her a story about she thinks that this is a guy that she had 6 years ago who had picked her up and taken her to some motel.
Same thing.
And then he was way too drunk and he started beating the shit out of her. But like he literally like slaps her or like punches her and then just passes out, like falls down, passes out on this bed,
Yep.
which I have done very few times in my life.
Smacked or passed?
Passed.
Both.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never smacked a woman in the face, only on the ass, but like maybe the titties. But
It's consensual titty slap.
It is consensual.
but like just the punching or the hitting of the woman and then just falling over like a tree that's just been cut down.
He straight punches them. It is close fist.
This
He's
is-
not backhanding. He's not slapping. He is fist to face every time.
This is early in his serial killer career.
Correct.
Right? So this just took it out of him. You always escalate. He
I
starts
don't think
by
he'd murdered yet.
he starts by punching a woman. He's like, oh, I gotta go to bed.
Yes. I think that's exactly what happened.
And then it gets more.
Yep.
And more. And
when
more.
and when it cuts back from her like flashback story that they show, she's still telling the story, but now she's in like a deposition room. So
Uh-huh.
she's telling this to the cops. So they go to his house and arrest him in front of his family while he's playing with this sweet gas-powered remote control helicopter.
This thing's fucking dope.
Yeah,
It's like
I
a little
want it.
weed eater motor on the
Yeah.
back of a helicopter.
I want one of those things. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. It's like has a little bit of smoke coming out of it, so you could get another one.
This thing
and try
probably-
to do that thing from Rambo, you know, where it goes through the smoke and the
Helicopter
swirls.
pranks. This is probably like $250 back then.
So 8,000.
So about 8,000. He can
Okay.
afford it. He's got paying off hooker money.
But then they have a lineup, and they have the prostitute in the room with
Yeah.
the lineup.
They
looking
have
at the
Barbara
people.
hiding.
Nobody in this room is a cop. But
Barbara-
we know you don't do this.
Yeah.
Barbara, Nancy's dad, and Spivey are in the viewing room because you can see their reflection.
Yeah.
But there's two other cops and the woman, the star witness, in the room with these people, and she doesn't identify him.
And she goes, "I'm so sorry. It just wasn't any of them, ma'am.
Yeah.
Any of those
So
men."
either it's long enough ago that she doesn't remember, or she got scared by him and couldn't do it, or in the background, that wife paid her off.
100% she paid her off.
Yeah, we don't know, but
That's what I say.
yeah.
So he leaves the courtroom and immediately abducts another woman, throws her on his plane, and flies
How do you
her
celebrate?
flies her up to his cabin in the woods.
Likes to crack open a warm one.
I see the way this was set up. Because this is where Spivey like talks to his boss man, like the
Sure.
up guy, and he's like, "Yeah, we know it's him. We just need to get him on shit." And he's like, "All right, but it's off the books, so just get what you can.
And by the
We're
way,
not paying for it."
this chief character was also a guy who's been in some other things.
Oh, I'm sure.
I didn't get his name, but I was looking through his credits and I saw All My Children on one of his top things. So I was like, okay, he was probably in a run of All My Children, right? All My Children's been on the air for what I say, 9,600 and some odd episodes.
Easily.
Is what it said on IMDb. He was in one episode. I'm like, at that point, were you in All My Children?
Yeah, I don't think so. Don't,
he was in all your.
real quick. Yeah,
Ooh.
don't ask if you were in All of My Children. It's you got it. You're gonna want to phrase
The
that
good news is, I
differently.
personally don't have any children. So.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, like I didn't squirt out any babies.
but
I mean, I've squirted a lot of babies, but never made one.
What?
so
Squirt. Do you want to drink this squirt?
but the way this setup
Previous
is
episode, Supergirl.
Did
Go
it
ahead.
squat?
the way this episode or this shot is set up is it looks like a sting. This woman just happens to be standing. in
Oh,
this
yes,
area.
yes. I forgot what we were talking about. Agreed. I was waiting for her to be like, "Oh, I got him coming over the corner," like pulling the microphone out of nowhere.
Yeah,
And no,
touching her ear.
No,
Yeah.
but the Spivey does show up in this one of those terrifying little choppers. It's like a bubble
Oh,
with a blade on top.
He's in
Yeah.
a black Jeep first, following the car.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's right.
And
We
they
get the
lose
black
him.
Jeep.
Yes,
because
This-
the dude Bobby like jerks
Knows.
the wheel and
He
gets
knows
off
he's
on an
being
exit.
followed.
He just assumes he's always being followed by somebody.
Yeah.
That's just how he gets off on exits because he's rich and he's an asshole.
This
He's in the right lane
helicopter-
and gets on the left exit.
Think about the helicopter from Mad Max.
Yeah,
Road
exactly.
Warrior,
This thing
with
has-
just a bubble over it.
Yeah,
There's no doors. You have your little bubble window, and you're just like, yeah, tighten that fucking seatbelt
Oh, you do. That
up
actor put that seatbelt on so hard.
so hard.
and then
They follow the plane.
they get to they don't. I don't
Plane.
think they follow the plane. I think they just go to the property
Oh,
because he knows.
yeah.
Yeah, he knows now. Spivey does.
And they land right by the plane because this guy has a new plane.
But he's changed his MO a little bit. He's just starting to beat this bitch right here in front of the plane, like on
Well,
the.
she was fighting
plane.
back more than these other girls, so I think he
Also.
was just. It's kind of like that first girl who was struggling. So he's like, "Look, you just run."
yeah.
Yeah.
This is where he says he hates a sassy broad too.
Yeah, and so Spivey gets out and starts chasing Bobby. The girl gets in the helicopter. Spivey runs up to the house. Bobby comes out of this house with not one, not two, but 3 bazookas.
Yep.
I mean, this is fuck you money.
Yeah.
Bazookas.
I don't know the gun laws in the state of Georgia, but I might move there if I can get a bazooka.
Where did Venomous take place? Because that guy had a bazooka in his trunk too.
Oh, that was a small town, I want to say, in Texas, but that makes sense.
But yeah, it makes sense.
Is there like a black market bazooka thing that we don't know
Maybe
about?
in the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s.
The 90s bazookas were cool.
Surplus from Desert Storm or something?
Everybody watched Commando and was like, "Well, I can't afford that one with 4 rockets."
Yeah,
but I
that's the
can-"
one I want. Honey, we have Commando rocket launchers at home.
It's just the only person who can actually carry the 4 rocket launcher is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
They tried it with this guy. That's why he got buff. He's like, I couldn't carry the 4 rocket launcher. I feel like an
I had to
idiot.
have 3 stupid little noob tubes.
Every time I was running, these fucking things are clacking.
So not Bobby. Spivey makes it onto the helicopter.
Well, he takes off running first because
Yeah.
Bobby fires at him more than once.
Dude,
before
he
gets to the
fires 2 of
helicopter.
them.
You are definitely dead on at least the second one.
That first one's kind of close, and these are real explosions in the dirt, which is cool. This guy, the actor, not a stuntman,
Uh-huh.
is running down this dirt road, and there's just a huge explosion right by him. And then the other one, I mean, it's like he was.
stepped on
These
it.
things were marked, I'm sure. And it's like he was running and then realized, oh shit, I'm a foot to the right and I'm not supposed to be on top of this mark because he hops to the
Yes,
side.
he does.
Yeah.
And this thing explodes right underneath him. This might have been a stuntman because this is further away.
Maybe.
But this actor might be a stuntman.
I was going to say, I don't think you're affording stuntmen.
But
And he makes it onto the helicopter. He's like, go, 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 go. And then what does Bobby say right here?
first
Hesitate.
rule of hunting, hesitation is lethal.
Everything's the first rule.
Yeah.
First rule of hunting, expect the unexpected. Also, first rule of hunting, hesitation kills.
And he's slow.
They're all
He's
important.
taking
Also,
his
first
time.
rule of hunting, take your shirt off.
Yes. And so he takes his time and lines up that bazooka, and what happens?
Oh, he blows that fucking helicopter miniature out of the sky.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought it was pretty fucking dope. It was funny. I mean, the miniature's laughable, but
yes.
it's a real explosion.
It is a real explosion.
I'm surprised that the helicopter they took didn't look like the helicopter that was the remote one, and because they could have just used the remote helicopter.
Yeah.
Right?
But
So,
so he
Spivey's dead.
bada booms that chopper. Spivey's dead. The girl they were trying to save is dead. Random chopper pilot is dead.
Yep.
And then cut to Barbara's now at Spivey's headstone.
Well, I think right before that, for some reason, Bobby and Nancy's dad meet
Nancy's
up in
dad-
a parking lot.
No, not yet. This is it's
right
her at
before the
Spivey's,
tombstone.
and it's it's after, because then the dad goes to the tombstone and like she's like he's gonna get away with it,
Yeah, I got coffee and donuts.
and so then now
and that makes him go. He confronts Bobby in the parking garage.
and
or
when you say
whatever.
confronts him, he pulls a gun on him and then doesn't do anything. Bobby just reaches over, grabs the gun, and shoots the old man.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
if you're gonna pull a gun on someone, shoot it.
Yes.
and then laughs, tosses the gun in his Corvette, and drives away.
I'll keep this.
Bad serial killing.
Yeah, so bang, he's dead. There's the scene where he's in his house that has nothing to do with anything other than showing that I guess he's cracking up a little bit. But his son is listening to some kind of fart music upstairs.
He is just dry firing this empty gun, pointing at the mirror like you talking to me. Kind of fucking routine.
And he like leans out the door and he's like yelling at his son to turn it down. I just love it because his like bad Southern accent. He's like, "Will you turn that down? You turn that racket down."
Not gonna turn that goddamn racket down.
And the kid, but Dad, it's American Geek.
There's no such thing as American Geek.
Yeah.
Fine.
What? Like, I don't know if there is or isn't. I don't know what it is.
You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm Googling American Geek, see if it's a real band. It's not. All right, just making sure.
And
It
so
doesn't make sense.
Barbara has nothing left to lose, so she fucking calls Bobby.
This is dumb.
Yeah, she calls him to set him up, basically, and he's a fucking idiot in this case. Because, I mean, he's been
No,
an
he knew.
idiot,
He
but-
knew what he was doing.
Well, no, because she's like, yeah, he wants to kill her, but she's like, I just knew that night that I wanted you, and da 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 da, and it's like,
He's that narcissistic that he's like, I am that good looking. She still wants to fuck.
The
he
wife is
does-
out of town. Come
he does
over
have
and
a
play.
whole thing set up, so I guess he knew exactly what was
He
going
knew
on.
exactly what he was
She's
doing.
the dumber one because you thought this would work.
Yeah. So she comes over. Or first of all, he says, "Get yourself here about Saturday."
About Saturday.
What the fuck is about Saturday? They do end up settling on a
Friday
time.
night, Sunday morning. It's
Yeah.
about Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometime around Saturday.
Saturday at 7. Got it. No, he says 9
Yeah,
because then the
9.
kids go to bed.
Yeah.
They have dinner. Well, he serves dinner.
No, I don't think he does.
He
He
mentions
sets the table for dinner.
Yeah,
Yes.
pops a little champagne and then says, "We are going to eat. Then we are going to the most beautiful party you've ever little seen."
And then disappears, and then she just wanders into the kitchen.
What does she pull out? Does she have a gun or
No, she doesn't pull anything.
I don't
out.
think she
okay.
does. She's just
It's still
wandering
in
around,
her purse.
and you
Okay.
hear the crackling of a taser.
Yes.
Which I guess he just bought another one. It's the
Yeah.
same taser, but I guess he just bought another one.
I think he has a box of 5.
He's like, I don't recharge them.
He got him at Costco
I
for
don't
killers.
change the batteries. I don't know how tasers work.
And then she can
Oh, this
see-
one's dead.
the lights are off, and she can see that there's somebody in the living room. And I'm like, oh, dead wife.
Yeah,
But I
we
do
all
love
kind of
though
thought
when
so.
she's creeping up to the person she can see on the couch, and it's the dark shots of her sneaking around, intercut with black background of him just setting off the taser
Yes.
over and over. It was reminding me of when we did The Quick and the Dead, and they did the shoot off thing where it
Uh-huh.
was the black background, except for like just really not good.
Yeah.
That was pretty poor.
Same here.
And then surprise.
Yeah, he zaps the shit out of her.
Oh, not before the
not
lights are
before
on.
she sees that the person sitting on the couch,
Misty.
Nancy.
Nancy.
God damn it.
And happy
Was
birthday
so
balloons.
confident.
So he went and dug her up.
Yep.
And brought her back and put her on the couch.
Looks
Yeah.
great.
She's
For
still
what-
wrapped in plastic.
For what's been happening, she looks great.
Yeah, she kind of looks like a zombie from the original Dawn of the Dead, where they just put blue paint on their face.
Little black lines around or little
Yeah.
dark circles around the eyes.
Yeah, she's a blue raccoon.
And then she wakes up in the Jeep, hands tied together, with a lovely white oversized T-shirt with a Target painted on it.
Yeah.
And I didn't I saw the target at first, I wasn't paying attention. I was like, she wasn't in her nice dress anymore. So I was like, okay, you put her in different clothes. I didn't register that it was like a Target because I was just like, oh, it's just one of those random stupid T-shirts.
It could just be 90s art, dude.
Yeah, it's just a stupid 90s T-shirt.
Same. That's why I was like, oh, it's a Target.
Yeah, because he tells her basically like, hey, it'll be real easy for me because it's a white shirt with a red Target on it. Then she's untied or uncuffed.
Yeah, somehow she gets
She's sitting there cuffed, talking to him,
Taped.
and then in the next shot, she's got her hands to her sides.
Huh.
And
He wanted
grabs
a
a beer
challenge.
out of his hand and smashes the bottle on his head and stabs him in the back with it, which while they were driving is what all three of us were saying. Is
Here's what you do.
there's an open beer in the bottle, in the cup holder.
Which you
Grab
could
it,
do with
smack
your
him.
hands taped
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
Smash it over his head, use the glass to cut him.
Yeah.
Anywhere, everywhere.
But she stabs him once in the shoulder and then runs away,
Ugh.
continuing the series of terrible decisions.
Like,
made
this
in
guy
movie.
should not have gotten away with anything.
But she stumbles across a Forest Service. Nobody in the vehicle. Gets on the CB. Hello? Anybody there? Can anybody? Hello? Hello? Throws it down and runs away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how CBs work. You have to shut the fuck up. It's not a phone.
Let your finger off that little button right
Yeah.
there so somebody can respond to you.
The button.
The button.
And there's the forest cop there.
Yep.
What
He's
are they
like,
called?
Forrest Whitaker.
Now calm down, Missy. I can help you. You just got to tell me what's going on.
Yeah, there's a maniac and he's trying to kill me and blah blah blah.
And he's
Bobby
leaning,
shows up.
He's leaning on that car.
Yeah, he shows up leaning on the car, very casual, shirtless, gun tucked in his
Because he's
crotch.
hunting. The cop tells him to put it down. Put your gun down nice and slow. And then he's like, all right, but take good care of this gun for me. Pow, pow.
Oh, that's
and
what it
shoots the
is.
cop like, dude, come the fuck. You're a forest ranger. I guess you don't
But he does
do
what
this
you
often.
He does what you should do. He like shoots the guy multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
It's like,
gun is this little tiny.
I want to say
It was
it's
in
a
her purse.
308. So, I mean, this is that little purse gun that could have anywhere from like 5 to 7 shots.
Well, he takes 4 and then it's empty.
Yeah.
She didn't load it up all the way.
No.
Ooh, maybe
Bullets
not.
are
Well, she didn't leave one in the
Bullets are
chamber.
expensive in
Yep.
Georgia.
There you go.
She did not leave one in the chamber. She just had the 4.
Okay.
And then she goes down and picks up his gun.
Yeah, she
Service
picks up
revolver.
the Forest Service guy's gun, which I was like, do Forest Service people have guns? But I guess,
I would say so. I mean, for wildlife alone,
yeah.
you know, all the ones I meet when I go out hunting are always carrying at least a piece.
I guess they're always wandering around the woods with people who have guns.
Yeah.
You never know who you're running
Well, and
into.
especially where we live, you do have a lot of what do you call it? Like coyote traffic,
It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
bobcats.
Yeah,
So-
cartel stuff.
Jaguars.
cartel stuff. So
Oh.
I mean, you just never know how desperate somebody is to get across the border. I mean, like, you know, I'm not going to get into the politics of it.
Yeah, I mean they're in Georgia, so that's not the case there.
No,
They're
I would say
they're
you
trying
got-
to, he has it for Cubans that get out of Florida. They're like they got from Cuba to Florida, and they were like, this is not better.
yeah.
Jaguars.
Keep going north.
Bears.
We got to America, kinda.
So she shoots him
I'm living on
upper
America's
left
dick tip.
chest.
Yeah,
Like
upper left
shoul-
side of his chest,
Yeah. Like above the heart.
Yeah.
pectoral.
Shoots
there
him
we go.
Yeah,
and
we
runs
got you.
away again.
But keeps the gun in her hand.
yeah, doesn't toss the gun down.
Thank
as
God.
normally a character in this
But
situation
but
would
she's
do.
got 5 more shots, Derek.
Yeah, what she should have done was unloaded all 5 shots in his
100%.
face.
What did we say? Ball, dick, head?
Yes. Ball,
One for each
dickhead.
ball, one right in the dickhead, and then the head,
There you go.
and then you beat him with
And you've
that
got
gun.
2 for the head, just to make sure. Double tap.
But no, she
Always
runs
double tap.
and now she's like on a big rock above
Cliffside, kind of.
Yeah, cliffside. And ho ho ho. Oh, we do get an awesome look at the actual
Oh yeah,
squib.
the outlines of
Oh,
Oh
squib
yeah,
under
he's
the
holding
shirt.
he's holding it, the wound, and like you can see the round thing underneath
Oh,
his
it's
shirt.
square.
And she's like, look, you can either jump off this cliff or I'm gonna shoot you. And he's like, you're not gonna fucking shoot
I'm
me.
not used to taking what do you say?
Orders from
taking
stupid
orders.
bitches.
Dumb bitches.
And she does shoot him in the leg, and he drops because as you would.
Yep.
And then she shoots him twice in the gut.
Well, no, he stands back up.
Oh, that's right. Because then she shoots him twice in the gut,
Yep.
and he falls down. And she moves away, and or she walks away from him again, kind of. But I'm like, just keep firing. You
Yeah.
still have rounds.
Oh no,
Do
it's
not-
ended
keep
right
firing, assholes.
there. It does, but it shows it's like a close up of him, and blood is literally pouring out of this man.
I don't care. Shoot
I
him
don't
in the
care
head.
either.
Oh yeah, no, that's how they don't come. They keep coming back for a
Yeah.
reason. Shoot him in the
Because
head.
people do 643 dumb things in this movie.
Oh my god, so many.
And then the movie's pretty much over. They show her like taking a box out of her house.
But it's in a vehicle that's packed.
Yeah, she's moving away.
got a
She's
plant,
getting the fuck
by
out
the
of
way.
Georgia.
Well, somebody took her plastic apple. Now the set's gone. So
There's a bumper sticker on this car because I'm sure it's where they got it from for the movie, that says McFrugal Rental Company.
I mean, maybe she didn't have a vehicle, and so she had to rent a car to leave.
Yeah,
Maybe.
How else do you get across state lines if you don't have a car?
So that's the end of the movie.
That's the end of that movie. So recommendations?
So can I start?
No,
Go for it.
Go for it.
no, I don't want to start.
Heather, if you want, like, I thought it was terrible, but definitely I was sober. I think if I was drinking, I would definitely I'd probably enjoy it a little more. So if you want to buy this from us, 100%, whatever Derek says, whatever he paid on eBay.
I'll let Heather borrow it, but it will be for sale on our Patreon.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say I caveats like Jack usually does. It's if you have friends and drinking and you can make fun of shit. It's hour 35, right?
Yeah, it's tight.
Yeah.
There was parts where I was like, is anything gonna fucking happen yet?
So I don't have caveats. I'm gonna say no recommend.
Oh,
Like the only thing to say is if you are gonna watch it on your own accord, do read the whole story in as depth as you can.
Yeah.
That adds a little bit, but other than that, no, I didn't think drinking or friends would help this.
Well,
okay.
I
Then maybe
barely
I
say
changed
that.
mine. I redact mine.
No, you already
I
stuck
say
there.
no reco.
Oh, you ruined everything, bitch.
Stupid bitch.
Whack.
So I drink out of beer cans.
I'm gonna have to say no recommend also. I mean, if I was drinking, it might have felt longer because if I started getting buzzed, then I'd be like, maybe if I drink more, it'll be better. And then I would be fucking hammered. Be like, you know what, this beer's not doing it. Who needs tequila? You guys want tequila?
Always.
It was fine for what it was, but it's not for me. And I mean, it's hard to recommend it to anybody, knowing the only way you can get it is to buy it off Amazon or eBay.
1 star for explosions.
It will be unopened.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with no.
three downs, I think.
Huh?
Yeah, no, thank you.
So Heather, save yourself some time and listen to this, and don't watch that.
I mean, she heard about it via a true crime thing, I believe, a show maybe. So maybe she'd be more interested because she watched the show about the guy.
Was the podcast called Crime and Crime Again? If it's not, I'm taking that.
Crime after crime.
Crime at me a river. Don't drop the crime. Like drop the dime. That's not good. I'll work on that one. Cut that one out.
Beats and crimes.
Crimes and beats and beats and crimes.
But yeah,
I take
so
a
that's
little
that.
crime in my tequila.
Next week's movie will be Stone Cold
God, yeah.
with our special friend Bleep.
Oh, Bleep is coming.
We're bringing Bleep back.
Yay.
Yes, Stone Cold starring Brian Bosworth and Lance Henriksen and William Forsythe, and it's just a miracle of filmmaking.
Just so you know, this could easily be on the Patreon.
yeah,
Like how much gushing you're going to hear.
yeah,
but
we
it
also
is-
gush about a lot of these trash movies.
I was going to say, it is a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's just also super fucking fun.
Yeah, I mean, what does he feed that fucking Komodo dragon?
Snickers, peanut butter, egg shell, orange juice, coffee, milk.
Pretty sure that's not what Komodo dragons eat.
I'm pretty sure it's not, dude.
But anyway, that's that. So next week will be Stone Cold. Don't forget, we have a Patreon now. Go look at the Patreon. It's patreon.com/worsepeople, WORSE people. You'll have a monthly episode for what we're calling mental health, for our own mental health.
Yeah.
Movies that we watch
And
because
yours.
we love them and they're good and we enjoy them. We'll have some other things coming for you guys. You also get access to the archive of our earliest episodes that I've taken down because we didn't know what we were doing and they weren't good, but they might be entertaining to listen to.
Yeah.
There is funny stuff in them. But that'll be on there. You get a monthly newsletter from me because I like to sign myself up for extra work.
Yeah, you do.
And like I said, we have other shows coming, including early previews for Han Took Shots First, our Star Wars show, and some other stuff. So go check that out. Patreon.com/worsepeople. It's only $3 a month, and you get a bunch of content. I mean, right out of the gate, you don't get a bunch because we just started,
But you will.
but you will get a bunch.
Yeah.
You know, find us on social media at Bad Movies Worst People on Facebook and Instagram. I used to say our Twitter one, but I've just given up on that because I hate Twitter.
It's going to give up on us, too.
Also at BMWP Podcast on TikTok. You see trailers for the movies every week. And I post other random videos, especially if there's ridiculous stuff. Like I have one that's going up, or I have one that went up for Passenger 57 of the knife fight between Wesley Snipes and the bald villain.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So just stuff like that. You can follow us on TikTok for that. Go to badmoviesworstpeople.com. You can get links to our merch and our YouTube page, which we're going to be in the process of revamping, or we are in the process of revamping. And send us an email at badmoviesworstpeople@gmail.com. You can tell us stories. You can request movies, but give us a little something. Because I've had a couple requests that are just a link to a movie, and I'm like, well, I can't.
Tell us why. Tell us who you are.
Yeah, I'm not going to open the email and go, so this one says imdb.com/ I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
No, make it personalized. We're going to personalize it for you.
We also have to thank Evasion for providing our opening and closing music. So that's it for this week. Thank you guys for suffering through this digital video disc with me.
Oof.
Standard definition DVD. I have been Derek.
I'm still Whitney.
I'm a hunter, a really good hunter.
Good night, and go hunt yourself.
She is going to motorboat a whole Tupperware full of potato salad. Brumsky.
If you've thought about recording a podcast before, but like myself, realized you need a lot of different tools and services, well, those days are over. With Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and easily distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. You can record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests and feel a sense of zen knowing that Zencastr's multi-layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. Go to Zencaster.com/pricing and use my code WORSTPeople. That's WORSEPEOPLE, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencaster paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experience I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story.